And we are back, baby! What is up, everybody? TSW Thursday Throwdown. Des Moines, Iowa. How do we end up here? Well, of course, Swanee, big matchup here today, so I think that's the only reason to be here. Shout out Swanee, eating corn the long ways. Big main event with Yunk tonight. Can Yunk make it to that unprecedented 10-0? We are going to find out later tonight. Also, title matches. King of the Ring qualifiers, and you talk title matches. You talk fighting champions, and you know, this year, guys, it is the year of the Cruiserweight, baby. Let's get it. Another open challenge for old JG603. Let's see what we can do inside that squared circle. You want some? Come get some, baby. Oh, let's get it. Bonesaw's ready. Oh, yeah.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Cruiserweight Championship.
That's me. Darn, the Yeet thing genuinely pissed me off. Low-key landmark, yeah, a little bit. I think by the week, Dargon becomes the most hated individual in TSW. Dargon, of course, not here this week, nor is Ched, of course. Both enjoyed the draft this last weekend. We won't be hearing from them tonight, but we do know they face off at King of the Ring. And speaking of King of the Ring, what will happen with the Cruiserweight Championship? We don't know, because we're out here defending this damn thing. It's hard to have a contender when you're fighting every damn week, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get it, baby. Yeah, sometimes you want to eat, sometimes you don't. That is really the antithesis of life, especially in TSW. No yeet, Dargon. We got Westman Y2K and got it out. Yeah, we need the yeet, no yeet rivalry, baby. Oh, and speaking of the main event, speaking of Iowa's finest, speaking of eating corn, baby.
Just resubbed for 27 months. JG603 2 Army JG.
We're getting weird with Swanee, baby. 27 months in the goddamn house, of course. Fellow Cruiserweight. Not necessarily cheering for him against Young, but a little bit of respect there. Let's see who's going to answer the open challenge tonight. Okay. We got a little Lucha. OG of the OGs. Foster. Oh, I like this. Oh, this is going to be a good matchup here. Loki stealing the show as of late. JG, of course, great match with DJ Scorpio last week, able to defeat 1/4 of Team America and Kapnerk. By the way, Kapnerk getting a lot of these opportunities over there. We'll see what Frosty can do here tonight. This is open challenge, you know. Let's see what happens here. You step up, you answer. Let's see how this thing goes here. Let's get it, baby. Wait. Whoa. I mean, it is an open challenge. I didn't specify singles, as it looks like a luchador is stepping up as well. Oh boy, stacking the deck against the champ here tonight, guys. Of course, coming off a decent showing against the Founding Fathers, but truly the train that is the Founding Fathers, especially alongside Blue, has been a big factor there. But JG outnumbered here tonight. Numbers not in the favor of the champion. Doesn't have to be pinned to possibly lose the title. It is bad news for JG in his title reign. We are inching up towards that 47-day mark, which of course would be the third longest reign of single reign. We're getting close, guys. You got to break about 60 to get the record, so we're getting tight here, guys. But JG not only facing Ferocity, a masked man, but Luchador as well. Open challenge acciones. Okay, we are at a triple threat. I was worried there was gonna be a fourth. Are we good? Is this it? I don't like this, but I can handle it. Maybe, possibly. All right, let's get it on. Come on, baby. Well, I can escape metal vision a little bit. Not gonna lie there. I like the cape. It's a good cape. All right, let's get it, baby. Let's get it on. Come on. Singles action. Okay, I want to say Frosty frozen. No, Frosty gonna watch out the gate. Every once in a while, I'm worried that I'm on one of the wrestlers, and it has happened before. Let's get the music going in the background. Let's get this show started, guys. Cruiserweight triple threat, one fall to a finish. This is gonna be inside the ring for the win. But of course, the key is gonna be in a triple threat. There are no disqualifications. Crucifix pin there. Roll through into another. Oh, and we just got a whirling dervish of a pin attempt here. And this is the Lucha Libre offense that absolutely electrifies this cruiserweight division. Of course, if you guys are watching on YouTube, you don't know the full story. It's been a long week and a half here, a good long week between Disney and Universal. So we're coming a little slow today. We might not have our fastball. Hopefully we pick up as the show progresses. If you're going, wow, I thought you were fine, then we'll take it. What the hell was that? I don't know, LeBron. Every once in a while, these guys pull out a move, and I go, what are we watching right now? What are we watching? Cross body, nobody home there. JG able to hold himself back on the rope. Springboard, clothesline, nobody there. As Lucha Boys roll through. Quick pinfall. Is that it? New champion. Kick out there, kick out, big kick out. Frosty, double glass to the back.
44, just
Oh, and Kopak 2, 1 quarter of the Trios champions coming in hot. 12 months, 1 year, baby. Otherwise, I'll do sweet. We live in Kopak, baby. Absolute legend. Of course, we're going to finally find out what's up with the Trios titles later tonight. Of course, shocking events last week. We thought we had the contender for the Trios titles. Or the tag, but then, of course, Big Fritz debuts, throws a monkey wrench in that plan tonight. Chef versus Big Fritz, winner. Their group will face Team America next week. Finally, those Trios titles might be in danger again, ladies and gentlemen. We also hear a rumor of Team America having a King of the Ring qualifier later. We'll see who steps up in that matchup. We got a table involved here. JG table back inside the ring. Frosty right there all over him. Guys, let me know if there's any issues with the audio one way or the other. Yeah, cheap shot with a hockey stick. Yeah, what? How are you guys doing? Hopefully the Florida matchup's at least been a fun one. Again, I've been checked out. Only sports I caught over the weekend, Celtics, and of course, Shador going in the 5th round. The only thing later in that is Chef's Pyro on the way to the ring. Still isn't here this week. I didn't get a chance to fix that. So, still, I think this is a month straight of me going, I gotta fix your Pyro. I gotta fix your Pyro. I gotta fix your goddamn Pyro. Panthers ended out. I'll take that, baby. Who got AJ? What up, AJ? First through the door, founding the house. AJ! We hear rumors he might be in action later. A little double team here. Double DDT right on the corner of the table. Hockey stick, maybe. Lucha versus JG into the corner there. Of course, AJ, one of a few champions, kind of waiting right now. We're doing a waiting pattern. We got King of the Ring going on right now. That is a focus for a lot of these wrestlers. Nice springboard hurricanrana cover here by Frosty. Is that enough to be the tap? No. JG coming out of absolutely nowhere like an RKO. But of course, we gotta see what's up with King of the Ring before we start getting contenders for these other titles. I do believe AJ and possibly even Raw Dog will be in action later tonight. Raw has checked in chat here. The champ is indeed here. Of course, waiting for the King of the Ring winner, but you can guarantee he'll be in action at the pay-per-view defending that title as well. Let's get the music down a little bit. I feel like the bass line's just kind of blaring my dome. Oh, there it is, the front flip JGT, vintage JG. Frosty down, Luch there to cause some ruckus. Oh, shot to the back, nice knee. Frosty's not a golf club weapon, that's actually a good shout. Oh, tight scoop slam there by Frosty. All three of these competitors pretty similar in size, speed, attributes across the board. But I appreciate y'all getting a little hype train action here in the house. Means a lot, means a lot. Off the ropes, mistiming that one between Luch and Frosty there. You know, these aren't guys that faced off very often. Of course, Frosty and Luch have both dabbled in different divisions here in TSW. A pair of tables in the middle of the ring, see if those come into play here. JG looking for a big fall-away slam, but maybe slipping and sliding on that table. Kip up there. Springboard, cross body, nobody on. And tell you what, these guys are throwing some offense at the wall. Not a lot of success right now, and throwing the hockey stick, as we mentioned, the throws here in the channel. Luch table can maybe set that up. Nope, Frost is going to stop that offense. Up and down, all around. Nice head scissor takedown there. JG with a table is going to eat this from Frosty. Frosty, nice offense, big drop kick. Of course, Frosty, a big Lakers fan. You hate to love to see them get eliminated. Face first, top corner. Of course, one fall to a finish. Champ does not need to be involved with a pinfall, but it's one of these things, you know, fighting champion here. Let's make the Cruiserweight division. Oh, nice spinning Falcon Arrow style. Oh, and clothesline again, missing by JG. Second time looking for some high-flying offense on Luch, but Luch able to get out the way once again. Popping up, down, big DDT. The cover here, Frost underneath the ring. This could be it early. Losing it, looking to lose the title there was JG. Frost springboard, top rope moonsault. Maybe the cover on the champ, no. And both masked men showing some serious prowess right now. And we could very well see a new Cruiserweight champion, folks. Yeah, Kerwin White, baby. Give it to me. Give it to me. I need it. Give me that Happy Gilmore crossover. I need that. Yeah, pitch it. Pitch it to management. Big overhead elbow strikes there. Stiff strikes. Clothesline duck. Spinning back fist. Drop kick there by Frosty. Taking out JG. Luch now has Frost. JG down to the outside. Luch's time to shine. Frosty up on the shoulders here into the corner. Turnbuckle. Watch out. Face first. Snake Eyes style there. Frosty down. Luch runs the corner. Drop kick. Bang. Bad spot to be in if you're a challenger. Even worse spot for a champion on the outside. Luch with that chair in tow. JG looking to close out, looking to swing away. No counter there. JG, oh, nice elbow to the chest there. Shades of Hurricane Helms. Falls should only be inside the ring if I do believe correct. If I remember my own rules. Big super kick there. Down goes JG, champion in trouble. I tell you what, JG has not had much of any momentum in this matchup right now. It has really been a two-horse race between the two masked men. I'm gonna power up Frosty. Oh, a nice fall away there. Shades of one Mark Henry there. Nice Enziguri. Steel chair in the back of the head of Frosty. Got one for Luch too. Unable to connect. Oh, there it is. Chair shot. And a second one. Luch is down. Frosty counters. What is Frost going for? Ties him up. Oh, Frosty. Small package. Luch on the outside. 2. Oh. Oh, and JG nearly losing the title there. Spinning back kick counter, sliding kick there, down to ringside, no ring apron. Oh, Luch takes JG down to ringside. Frosty slow to his feet. Luch has control. Frost counters. I thought Frost had that roll up ready to go. We got Vibe checks in, checking in. Vibe, of course, will face Clap later tonight. King of the Ring qualifier inside Hell in a Cell. Fitting way to possibly end that rivalry between two of TSW's finest. Frosty, oh God, Luch in trouble. And Frosty for a second time. Frosty's done it. 2. Oh, and Luch stays alive. JG on the outside. The faith breaker from Frosty, the icebreaker, if you will. Frosty top rope. Looking to set up Luch for something. Not sure if he sees JG back in the ring. JG cuts him off. Throws Frost out of the way. And JG enters it down on Luch. Roll away there by Frosty. JG's got Frost from behind. Big German suplex. Spikes him on that table. Springboard moonsault. Luch out the way. Nobody there. Slap the back of the head. Nice counter there. I think Luch maybe set up that big feint kick. Shades of Rey Mysterio. Crossbody kip up. Electric offense by Luch here. Of course, triple threat, no disqualification. Tables, chairs, hockey sticks, oh my. Oh God, he's got that damn light tube. He used one earlier. Oh, JG save. Throws the ladder, a chair off the head of Frosty there. And Luch is in trouble now. Springboard. Nice Enziguri. Frosty's up though. Jay had a bad landing on the side of that table. Spinning back. Looking for maybe a Hurricane Ron head scissor takedown there, but not quite getting all that one. And sloppy offense by all three of these competitors right now. And that is what the Cruiserweight division is all about. High risk, high reward. Electric offense, certainly, start to finish here. Jay's got Frosty set up for something. Up against the rope, he's thinking. Low kick, back elbow, counter by Frost. Big kick, Enziguri style. Luch, gonna roll through the break, and Luch, new Cruiserweight. Oh, the kick out by Frost and JG. Not a part of the equation for a second time near losing the title. Hockey stick, big shot to JG. LA Kings meet Tampa Lightning right now. Face first, right on that damn table again, roll to ringside. Opportunity paramount here for both the luchadors. Both Luchador literally and Frosty. Got that table, gonna set up that table on the side of the ring. Nice head kick, low kick. Frost suplex coming here. Oh no, face first. Gourd buster, sit out, cover. Jay gonna roll through. One. Okay, breaks it up, able to get there in time. Thought maybe the ref breaking up the opportunity. Look at that release, belly to belly. Frost, big reversal, big shot to the skull of the champion here. Step up kick, busts over the champion, catches inside of Luch. Luch, launch in the corner, nice back elbow strike. What's Luch set up for? Luch, all around the world, all there, north of the border. Frosty's down, the cover. Oh, and JG, I would say, looked like the champ was ready to break that up by the time he had the cover. Jay looking for a neck breaker there on Luch with absolute authority. Shades of Swain there. Woo, big chop. Off the ropes. Face first goes Frost. Springboard top rope out to the outside. Luchador still down. JG in a good position. Maybe look at that springboard. 360. Clothesline. Down goes Frosty. And instead of going for the cover, looks to inflict more damage here. Maybe miss an opportunity there. Certainly now with Frost to the outside. Luch back to the inside. Kendo stick in hand. Oh, and it took his eye off the ball, but after Frosty instead of Luch here. Kendo stick. How's he doing some damage with the kendo there? Luch off the ropes. Big Shining Wizard. Big running kick there ahead of the champ. Looking to reset up that table. Got knocked down last time JG rolled in the ring. JG back to his feet. Oh, and JGT out of nowhere! And Frost nowhere to be seen! The cover! Where's Frost? Oh, at the last second! The literal last second, but a second too late! As JG, by the skin of his teeth, has just retained the title. Absolute miracle to come out of that one. And guys, JG and the Cruiserweight title seem to be in serious jeopardy in TSW. Fighting champ be damned. Barely retains here tonight. A couple occasions, I thought this roll-up might have done it here. 1-2 times there were roll-ups, but I thought might have done it. Rob Show came with the W. Highway robbery a little bit. A little bit. There, of course, shades of style, shades of Michelle McCool, the Faith Breaker, the Icebreaker by Frosty. Thought that easily could have been it, but Luch able to kick out Frosty on 3 different occasions nearly win the title. And that's the one where I thought Luch done it. I thought Luch had us right there, but no. Kicked out by Frosty. Again, this Cruiserweight title been absolutely electric as of late. Absolutely electric. I think it's about time that we get a bigger challenge, though. We go triple threat. Let's up the ante for as long as that title does grace our beautiful shoulder. The more the merrier, baby. The more the merrier. Yeah, JG plus 30s, baby. You know it big time. You already know it, sir. Oh, we got Dargan in the goddamn house. A little bit of twerk. A little bit of shark action. A nice win there by the and still reigning defending Cruiserweight champion. Certainly a few short weeks from possibly chiseling that name of 603 in the record books here in TSW in the Cruiserweight division. And as always, guys, you want some? Come get some, baby. Never a dull moment here in the Cruiserweight division. Get JG cleaned off here, get the blood off us, back in the booth. Bloodied and battered. Battered like a goddamn corn dog at the state fair. But great showing there by both Luch and Frosty. Honestly, both look fantastic, but snuck out that win once again. I want a bigger challenge. I like these challenges. 3, did it. 4, you're up next. Who is it? I'll take down the whole damn division if I got to, baby. The whole damn division. What? Oh, hold on. JG cleaned up. Oh, God, he might spoke too soon. He spoke too soon. That's Kopak. That's Kopak. Kopak coming after JG. Of course, Cap failed last week. And JG able to clear And it looks like maybe the next challenger here, as JG talks about wanting a bigger challenge. Maybe, oh God, maybe took it too literally. Not literally a bigger challenge. Oh God, as the entirety of Team America is just beating down the Cruiserweight champion, folks. Of course, Kapner falling to JG last week, but it looks like Team America Trios champions nonetheless still have sights on the Cruiserweight title. Electric start to the show here, folks. Truly electric. Truly. Well, I gotta say, I mean, I think we gotta set up something big here. I think, you know, I said I'll take on all challengers. Of course we will. I'll take on Kopak. Kopak, DT, DT2, you want a piece? Not all of you. One of you, give you like a qualifier later tonight. You earn that thing. You got it. You got it. We'll give you a qualifier later. We can't just hand out, you know, if open challenge be damned, but Cap did fight last week. We can't just give Team America everything. Although we do like to give America everything. But speaking of America, speaking of giving them everything, we're talking a little King of the Ring, a little glorious. We're going global, baby. Talk about the Cruiserweights. My voice man saying that though. You ain't wrong there, Roldy. You ain't wrong. Of course, Roldy will be we'll let the announcement go through here.
Weighing in at 205 pounds.
Of course, here he is, the longest reign in one continuous reign in Cruiserweight history. But tonight, the focus is the heavyweight title, is the King of the Ring crown, as LB looks to qualify. Well, not qualify, to move on to what would be the the quarterfinals. I'm terrible with numbers. Terrible with numbers. Eight would be quarter. 8 would be the quarterfinals, Jay, correct. That's how numbers work. You have 8, you cut it. That's how it works. But of course, we talk about Roldy a minute ago here in chat. Of course, Roldy will be fighting for the inaugural intergender tag titles in the next few weeks. Of course, Steph and Miss Chica will face off next week for a bit of momentum going into that title match. America, fuck yeah! LeBron says, hey, I'm in King of the Ring right now, but if that doesn't shake out, I don't hate this, sir. I don't hate this. It's tough, you know, we can't crown too many contenders when we have so many elite talent fighting, scratching, clawing for this King of the Ring crown. And guys, we might just happen to continue the Cruiserweight action. Of course, LB comes out here, former Cruiserweight champion. We might just have a Cruiserweight matchup right out the gate. Doubling down today. Doubling down. Just a chorus of boos. Just a chorus of boos. And how fitting is that? Back to back. Can Canada get some wins here? They've been struggling as a nation, as a faction. See what they got here tonight. Loving the Cruiserweight action. Doubling down out the gate here this week because they are just that great. What time in LB almost in the house? Just in time for some glorious action. Of course, JG opens the show. Cruiserweight Open Challenge finds himself in a triple threat due to a little bit of hubris. Barely got out of that one. We'll see how this qualifier operates here tonight. Of course, the first of 5, I do believe the first of 5 qualifiers we will see this evening. We call it qualifier because you're leading to the quarterfinals. The first round, then the quarter, semi. Sounds weird. What's below quarterfinals? And we are indeed doubling down, and it is a damn American affair here. And I don't like to see these guys after what they just did to me. I don't appreciate this. Is kind of flaunting. I don't appreciate this, actually. You know what? Fine, but all right. That's fine. Okay, so Cap, is that Kopak or Cap? I thought Kopak had Cruiserweight actually. We're a little bit bogged down right now in the details when there's fucking 17 of these bastards. See how this works out here tonight. Of course, JG just getting absolutely blasted by the guys who are now here to possibly be King of the Ring. I wouldn't have to deal with them. That'd become Raw's problem, which I'm cool with. Someone's got to shave. Someone's got to. They've got to. But yeah, of course, we talked about this moments ago. They just took out JG. Now they're resetting for some King of the Ring action. That's a little bit of hell, but I respect it. These guys are hustlers. Of course, Cap, formerly multi-time champion of pair divisions. Of course, hardcore cruiserweight champion. Of course, rating trios, title holders are record breaking there. And looks like, okay, we do have a little bit wishy-washy on the structure here, guys. It looks like it is no fourth man in this one. So let's get it. Kind of the first round qualifier here. Winner will move on to the quarterfinals. The quarterfinals of King of the Ring. We gotta have a lot of qualifiers these days because we gotta figure out who really deserves these. We don't hand out opportunities in TSW. You gotta earn them. It's the land of opportunity there. Land of opportunity. America doesn't sleep. America doesn't sleep, LeBron. Well said, sir. Well said. Of course, LeBron won a triple threat of his own last week and a King of the Ring qualifier. Arguably, maybe stole a little bit of that thing, but you know what? A win is a win. A win is a win. Into the corner there. Cap. Oh, caught up by Adam. Nice job there to stop the offense. Shining Wizard to back that. Nobody there. Counters. And we'll see if these cruiserweights can kind of show off against what we saw last time around. You got to think whoever loses this thing also got their eyes on this possible cruiserweight title in the future. But, you know, as a cruiserweight champion, I got to recognize the heavyweight title is an upper echelon here in TSW. Of course, JG, formerly. Oh, nice roll through facebuster wheelbarrow. Of course, JG, the first man to hold the heavyweight championship, and of course, as well, only man to hold the cruiserweight and the heavyweight. Adam throws Cap right into Charles Robinson there. I don't think I disagree. Oh, and the two foreigners double team on Cap. As we've got Britain versus Canada versus the US of A here. And talk about an all-around King of the Ring situation here. Oh, nice sunset flip power bomb acciones. Looks like a possible resub. No alert in the channel, but I appreciate you, whoever you may be. Of course, big time led the gifted leaderboards. Tony left the bit, so they'll have some free wheel spins coming in tomorrow. Hey, winner's win, you ain't wrong there. Oh, cross-body electric suicide dive there by LB. And Adam somehow up from that. How the hell did Adam get up from that? Oh, suplex into a gutbuster there by Adam. And Adam and LB are absolutely double teaming the hell out of Kapnerk right now. And again, based on what I just seen, I'm not too mad about it. I'm not too mad about it. Oh, when we're getting weird. LB's the sub goal too. Look at you absolutely go. 59 months, 58 in the goddamn Royal Hotel 2. Sweet, I appreciate you, LB. The absolute best of the best, sir. The best of the best. See if LB can grease the wheels a little bit, so to speak, to follow us up with a win as well. Of course, Adam never holding gold in TSW. Certainly had opportunities, but Cap looking to kind of close in on Triple Crown situation. You know, singles, trios, and the grand singles, I guess you can kind of consider. I don't know, it depends how you look at it. You know, grand slam, hat tricks, how you may be counting your titles here in TSW. But I appreciate you, LB, the absolute best. Definitely wipe their mouth with a burger wrapper. Absolutely. Absolutely. And they're all rolling deep at ringside here, too. We just saw him absolutely swarm one competitor. A little patient here at ringside on this one. Oh, stiff. Oh, the rolling Kopku. Nice move by Adam. Adam talking down to LB, going right after Cap now. Same rules as last matchup. Cap beating the hell out of Adam, and you gotta respect it. You gotta respect this attack plan. Half and half suplex, nice move there by LBJ. Adam, maybe like a torture rack here on LB. What is he going for? Oh, backbreaker! Almost like an inverted lumbar check. Shades of Swanee, who we'll see later tonight. Adam just throwing Cap into DT there. Just a cluster of humanity that is known simply as Team America. Of course, we'll find out who Team America is going to be facing next week. Will it be the Congregation, or will Chef finally get some momentum back against that group? Of course, Chef will face off against the newest debut in TSW, Big Fritz, later this evening. absolute cluster of offense. It's like a swarmed around a pack of hyenas here. It's a tough position to be in. Trying to swerve through the traffic cones that is the manager at ringside. Yeah, DT, how about them looking the exact opposite way, doing absolutely nothing to benefit Cap in any way, shape, or form? Nice axe handle. LBJ showing off that athleticism. This could be it here. Kick out of two, kick out of two. And DT's got a damn table. DT setting up a table here at ringside. Not the legal man, of course. Simply a bystander. And how about this, though, of course? Cap took the Cruiserweight Open Challenge last week, now getting a King of the Ring qualifier this week for Team America. I get he's kind of the leader here, but you gotta think sharing is caring at some point, right? Big shot on the rebound to the ribs there. No, clothesline turns him inside out. Literal tope senton, not quite able to get the distance needed for that move. Adam, what is happening, little double O? Look at the unprettier. The Maple Leaf makeover. Twist him down. LB right there to break it up, though. You all flow through Cap because you are Kapner. We are Kapner. Armbar here. Could this be it early? Oh, dislocate the shoulder here of Adam. The crucifix, look at a steal a pin. LB roll up. Oh man. And how fitting would that be for LB to lose this big opportunity via roll up of all ways? Superman punch. And Adam's back up. Back suplex. How the hell did Adam answer that? Spinning back kick. LB float over. Oh, twisting face first. What a cutter there. The pin. Broken up by Cap. I gotta say, it's a good-looking triple threat. Ironically, similar components. A masked man, a bald, bearded guy, and someone from Canada. How in the hell did we end up booking the same match back-to-back, Jay? You should have taken note of that before you hit go. No pack knife, no. Remember the Cap knife powerbomb rolled through by LBJ, but broken up by Adam once again here. And all three electric cruiserweights all over this matchup. Back elbows, LB stunned at ringside. Big boot to the face of Adam. Adam's in trouble now. LB taunting, stuck between a table and three individuals. It's gonna be tough to make an impact in this matchup. Outside looking in, Grant Penny 24. Welcome in, baby. Appreciate you. Adam on the outside in, springboard drop kick. Glancing blow to Cap. How did he not take that? Throw to the corner, exposed. Turnbuckle, Team America involved. Release suplex there on Cap. And how about both turnbuckles removed here by Team America? Dastardly tactics here by the Trios champs. Of course, reigning champs for a reason. They'll dig down deep when they got to. Whip off the ropes. Low kick countered here by Cap. Back and exposed. Turnbuckle close on back head. Adam up on the apron. Cap top rope. Adam's right there, though. Adam's going to get out the way and let this happen, I think. Springboard. Frog splash. Cap is as confused as we all are. I don't know what happened there. All three men incapacitated. All three men down. All three down. Yeah, LB says, can I be a part of the group? Slippery action here from the Cruiserweight. Springboard missile drop kick, shotgun bang. Again, exposed turnbuckle over and over again. Drop kick back to that of LB there. Adam might be able to steal one here and move on to the King of the Ring tournament. Of course, we'll see the official bracket next week to see who'll face up who. Oh, look at that rolling cop coup. Bang! Down goes Cap. LB running head kick to Adam. And LB. Oh my God, there's no way. And in back-to-back matches, the breakup off by a second in these triple threats. And that is the electric offense that you see from the Cruiserweights as LBJ takes one step closer to being the Mod King in TSW. But man, Adam looked really good in that matchup. Cap had his moments. But end of the day, the mod father himself, the mod god, I should say, LBJ. And bit of another outlying factor, another singles loss for Team America. They have thrived. They have thrived in the trio scene, but it seems like whenever you separate these, whether they're at ringside or not, they do seem to struggle. They do seem to struggle. Electric offense there by LB. Thought he was going for maybe a standing sliced bread into a spinning cutter. Electric offense there. And it all comes down to that. 1, 2, 3, but Adam, a second too late, just in the way Luch was earlier. Well, LBJ moves on to the quarterfinals of the King of the Ring tournament. Dying to know what's next for the mod god. Cruiserweight of the year. Could he be King of the Ring, the glorious King? But, well, we all want to know what's up with King of the Ring, guys. There's one thing we're all a little bit more interested in. Let's pull this down. And guys, we're going to bring up the Tron. As we're about to hear from Boxy, I'm going to be silent in the background on this one because I'm dying to know what is next in this saga. Let's check this out.
Right, I will keep this short and simple. This message is directed to the lowlife who abducted Albrecht and placed all the hidden cameras and microphones in my estate. Fuck you, you fucking piece of shit, you cock-sucking son of a bitch. Right here. And I'll kill you. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? I will hunt you down, and when I find you, I'll destroy you. And when I am absolutely done, piece of when I and you and you're breathing your last breath, you can explain to me why you wanted to strip my title away. You absolutely fucking bitch. Get and what you're
I couldn't have said it better myself, I'd say. I don't think I could have said it better myself. Well said, Boxy. And as we finish up a Boxy promo, glass is breaking. Stone cold, my man Fender in the goddamn house. What up, baby? What timing. We just heard from Boxy. If you guys haven't been clocking this story, it has been absolutely insane. Of course, Boxy's IRL Springstoff bandmate turned manager kidnapped in TSW. We don't know who took him. Of course, we thought maybe it was AJ. AJ apparently cleared last week by the FBI, and of course, Special Agent Michaels here. But Boxy clearly coming with some heat, guys, and I'm dying to know what the next step is here. Boxy looking to narrow his sights in TSW. And I appreciate you, Fen, coming in hot with that raid. We got Blick Doctor coming through. We got RSA, JG, fellow JG. Hold up a JG moment. I appreciate you, sir. Well, let's get back to the action in great time. We got Shrades. What up, Shrades, baby? Yeah, he's the best. Yeah, absolutely. Holy cow. And then is this Morse code? Imagine if that actually did something to Morse code. Imagine such a world. Oh, man, let's get back to some action, though, man. That got out of hand there. But I get it. Boxy's heated, man. I'm as curious as he is, though. I'm as curious as he is. What do we got here, though, folks? Looks like we got some female action here in TSW, baby. Gotta assume it's gonna be Huggies in action. Of course, Miss JG last week.
Making her way to the ring, accompanied by Mrs. JG.
Is indeed the case.
Representing the Queen from Concord, New Hampshire.
Now just two. Of course, the Queens of TSW previously holding not only the tag team gold, but the heavyweight championship of the world all in one fell swoop. And yes, again, guys, if you don't follow Fendler, man, you gotta goddamn do so. Absolute legend. Just came off I don't know the exact time. It was like 93, 94, 95 days in a row of 10 plus hours. That is incredibly badass shit. Big shout out to you, sir. And by the way, we'll see some congregation action later tonight. As after a shocking debut last week, Big Fritz will face Chef one-on-one. The winner will finally face Team America Trios action next week. We've already touched on Huggies and Miss JG here. Of course, Jen used to be a part of their group. Since then, Jen turning her back on them. Big one last week. Jensen back this week. We're gonna see Bama and Huggies here tonight.
Representing the Order from Birmingham, Alabama, one half of the Women's Tag Team Champions, the Alabama Slammer.
Of course, Bama accompanied by Miss Stoney. Big question going to 603 Mania. Who would join Bama as a tag team partner? Of course, formerly Roll and Skull was the Roll Dats, of course. Two-time tag champions was Bam alongside Miss Hudat. Speaking of Miss Hudat, I couldn't figure out the overlay, but guys, we're currently going into Go Tell Weekend Game on N Lupus. You better believe we'll be showing some love over there, so make sure you guys are tuned into everybody. A fantastic community, fantastic cause, so keep an eye out on that throughout the weekend. But we're talking the tag titles here. We know Jen maybe has a partner. Maybe we see a three-way dance with his women's tag titles in the future. We do know Jen, of course, big win last week, triple threat, but looks like we got singles action. We do need singles action this week. So momentum on the line between Bama and Huggies here. Of course, Huggies, two-time women's champion. The only wrestler in TSW history to defeat Steph twice in singles competition. We can throw some bets in, absolutely. I'd love to be a fellow TSW degenerate. Any and all times we want those bets, we'll throw them in, baby. Start a prediction, restart a prediction. It's Hugs versus Bama, and that's the prediction, yeah. 2 minutes. And talk about big momentum on the line. We know at King of the Ring we will see these women's tag titles defended in a triple threat match. It does appear to be that case. Of course, Jen supposedly maybe has a partner coming up soon, and that's gonna be an interesting one because, you know, she's someone who's really rubbed the locker room the wrong way time and time again. Of course, previously took out a wrestler to become the tag partner of Miss JG. Of course, took out Huggies and Miss JG. You gotta look at her and go, kind of like Raw, is she really someone to have a partner? Is she really a lone wolf here in TSW? Nice key lock there, wearing down the bicep, the shoulder on Huggies. Bama doing some serious work on that right now. Oh, nice trip up there. Bam, of course, former women's champion, former three-time and current, of course, reigning tag team champion. Of course, twice with Miss Hudat, now once with the debuting at Mania, Mrs. Stoney. Miss Stoney is undefeated in tag action, though did take that triple threat loss last week. Undefeated overall, no more, unfortunately, but is the case in TSW. Unless you get real lucky, you don't see that kind of action here. Pushed up against the ropes there, and Huggy doing a good job of overpowering Bama right now. I believe this is the first time these two have gone one-on-one technically. Of course, certainly seen each other in tag action. And again, struggling to show off this power showdown right now. Behind the back, wear and tear. Pound for pound, very much so the same competitor here. Got that headlock takedown. Rest hold city right now. Feels like a late 2007 Divas era match at the moment. Really wrenching at that neck. Really wrenching at that neck. Maybe the update, we've got more rest holds, possibly. Maybe it's a Cena Orton update, of course, set to face off this month. Leapfrog over the top. Bam, a big back elbow. Miss JG up on the apron, looking to maybe cause some interference there, but unable to do so. Tying up that right leg. Oh, man, snapping back as well. Nasty offense. Oh, looked like ducked a head kick into a spinning back elbow. I've never seen offense like that. That was impressive. Very impressive offense there by One Hugs. Clothesline, Bama takes down Huggies. Of course, we're going to get back to those King of the Ring qualifiers in just a few short moments. Still 4 more left to go tonight. And we can also confirm it's official because I'm the one who booked it. Kopak, you attacked me earlier. You will have a Cruiserweight qualifier. If you win that thing, I'll see you next week, sir. I'll see you next week. Oh, and Bama. 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 Oh, my God. Big impact. Inverted backbreaker is similar to what we saw last matchup as well. 2. Kicked out, though, by Huggies. Staying alive here. Bama with some frustration. Classic TSW, some days wrestlers go, I want to use this move, and another wrestler goes, but I was going to use that move. Big slap missing by Huggies. Maybe not extending the wrist enough there. Big back elbow by Hugs. Big drop kick now, too. Huggies. Bad intentions. Nasty dragon screw leg whip. Maybe looking to set up that figure 4, figure 8 leg lock. Shades of Charlotte Flair. Oh, no, bad news. Bad news for Bama. KOD. The kiss of death. Is that going to put away the tag champ? Nope, stays alive this Bama. You have had a chance to kick out of the KOD, and very few have done so successfully. Calls her to her feet here. Huggies. Thinking some high-flying offense. Big forearm, but nobody there. Bama gets out the way. Overhand right. I think Bama can look for that big-time Alabama slam of vintage offense. Big German suplex. Face first. Rearranging the features here. Bama, second rope. Oh, big elbow, no, counter though. It's like, oh, he's got a shot to the ribs there. Again, looking at that dragon screw leg whip, working over that left leg. The knee certainly has a specific approach of attack here. Huggies, the power, sit-up move. Power bomb action here. Bama can only roll to ringside, and Huggies looking really good right now. Slingshot crossbody, and the champ's in trouble. Vicious knee. That might have just about busted open Bama here, guys. Count of 4. Huggies looking to avoid a count out scenario back, and they're at 5. And Huggies deciding, nope, count out, we'll take it. Never mind, nope, oh God, no, okay, no, reverse. Tries to take flight there. Maybe catching a piece of the ring apron on the way down. Bam able to get out the way, and that is a colossally huge mistake here for Huggies. Big elbow to the back. Huggies in some serious trouble now. Bama struggling in the early going, oh, discus clothesline. What impact there. And that could be it for Huggies. Huggies hit that mat hard. Of course, thin padding between you and the concrete here in the arena concourse. That could be it. Kicked out though. Huggies stays alive. Oh, and the stomp right across the ribs, the guts here. Bama, bad intentions in mind. Looking for the Alabama slam, a counter though by Huggies. Huggies KOD times 2. Down. The champs struggle. Down. No kick out. And Huggies with a massive win here over the tag champion. And man, Mrs. Stoney with a loss last week. Bama with the loss this week, and you gotta be worried as they're ramping up to face not 1 but 2 teams in 2-week time at King of the Ring. Bama looked good through most of that matchup, but truly all that matters is the final 1, 2, 3. And you can't even say dominance. A couple great KODs gets Huggies the win, but man, Bama I feel like had the driver's seat in most of that contest. Big kick out there of the first KOD, but second time was the charm. And of course, undefeated as a tag team. But will that come crashing down and hurt inside come King of the Ring? So we're just about 2-3 weeks away. How you count it from that big time pay-per-view. I thought that discus clothesline on the outside, thrown back in the ring. I thought that was gonna be all she wrote. Absolutely. I think a lot of people in the arena did as well, but what a kick out. Powered out by Huggies. Reason why she took Steph to her limit on 2 different occasions. Only competitor to ever defeat Steph twice one-on-one. That's gonna be all she wrote, though. Big pin, big cover. And how about this? Huggies with a bit of momentum. Jen with a bit of momentum. Tag title trios match right around the corner, ladies and gentlemen. And Huggies really amped up about this one. A little, kind of uncharacteristically over the top for someone who tends to be a little more cool and collected, maybe. Emotions possibly getting the best of her here tonight, but worked in her favor none the damn less here for the Queens of TSW, guys. Nice showing here. We'll reset here at ringside as we get ready for our next King of the Ring qualifier, baby. Of course, a little bit of controversy early on. A couple tight near breakups. That one real cut and clean, though. And nothing more cut and clean than the drama that surrounds the upcoming superstar in this King of the Ring qualifier. You think controversy? Who do you think? Well, maybe not this wrestler, but few things more controversial than the title that they hold. I mean, who could that possibly be? I wonder. Guys, I'll be right back. Enjoy the sandwiches. Don't touch that dial. King of the Ring qualifier. Singles action. Acknowledge the Tony title, baby. We'll be right back.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 280 pounds, the World Heavyweight Prestigious Champion, Cody!
And of course, Tony, beloved as he is hated in TSW, most improved, most ambitious, certainly, and looking to get a King of the Ring victory here to move on to the quarterfinals. Oh, and how about that for a matchup? And after nearly taking Landmark to his limit last week, we might just have a King of New Orleans here. Let's get a prediction up going. Casio looked phenomenal last week. A big part of why he has this matchup here tonight, we'll be honest with you. Really capturing the hearts and souls of the TSW faithful last week in that beat down but well fought showdown with Landmark. Casio versus Tony. Winner moves on to the quarterfinals of the King of the Ring tournament here. Can two-title Tony keep up the hot streak tonight? Tough matchup nonetheless, guys. Casio, one of these guys who's shown so many flashes of greatness in TSW time and time again. Is tonight the night that pushed him over the top? By the way, Tony title not on the line here if that helps your betting decisions. Oh, nice rolling heel kick right out the gate. And Casio this year has looked really good. Bit of a new design, new skill set, new lease on life in TSW, so to speak. Gonna roll Tony over, kick to the back of the head. And Tony, you know, arguably a bit of a spiral as of late since losing the Tony, I should say the Hardcore Championship. Of course, still Tony title holder. Gonna overpower Casio back into the ropes here. Tony's certainly the larger competitor. Someone went Big Daddy on Casio. I respect that. My God. Oh, Lord. 27K to 13, just about. And everyone, you can bet on this live as we're getting some fun spin around. That got a little kinky there. If you guys wondering, wait, you can watch this live? Yeah, you can. Live on Twitch. Where is that done?
Stream on Twitch is JG603.
Thank you, Mick. Appreciate it. No, lawn dart up turnbuckle. Casio. Boom. And talk about a new lease on life in TSW. Cassio's looking good. He's going to squash the Tony title holder. And you know what they say, you beat the champion, you get a shot at their title. So we'll see how this plays out here tonight. Stiff overhand rights. Tony looking for another shot there, countered. Woo, big chop by Cassio. Big strikes in the corner. Sidewalk slam. Nice offense by Cassio. Certainly looking to wear down the back. The shoulder looking for that. The drumstick armbar finisher. The Cash Money title absolutely would go crazy, Prod. I don't hate that shout at all. You never know what happens in TSW. Will Tony finally lose the Tony title? Will that be on the line in the near future again? We're going to find out soon. Look at the power of Cash. You're looking to work over Tony from behind, looking to break the grip around the waist here. Tony going to reverse, and now Tony's from behind. Now Tony's got his back. And I don't know why there's so much chain grappling today. It's a thing. Side headlock takedown. Cassio working over PA Tony right now. Of course, former hardcore champion, won the title at 603 Mania, would lose to Yunk. Yunk has been absolutely unstoppable, literally in TSW. Looks to go 10-0 later tonight. Main event, of course, with Swanee. And they are just really working over the joints, the rest holds, the joint manipulation. Irish whip off the ropes, back body drop, taking flight as Cassio slams him down to the mat. Quick cover, hooks the outside leg. Kick out at one, though. Tony maybe showing a little frustration with the count. Of course, a bit of a history with Charles Robinson, certainly. But many wrestlers in TSW do have a bit of history with that referee. He tends to make a terrible decision in every match he officiates. But that's why we love him. We love him, we hate him, we love to hate him. Nice counter back there by Tony. Tony, of course, looking for the steel curtain, the rip tide. Big pump handle slam for the finish. Tony sizing him up. Big forearm. And Cassio started this match so hot. Now getting picked apart here by the Tony champion, the Tony title holder. Cassio, I might have spoken too soon. Irish up over the top, down to the outside goes Tony. That's a long jump, Cash. Cassio thinks he's taking flight. The damn 747. Oh, nobody there. Oh, what a ballsy piece of offense there. But nobody home. Tony, 4 count. Gonna slide to ringside. We're gonna follow up on this attack on Cassio. Yeah, Cassio, more like Cassio. No! Reversed. Inverted DDT there. Resets the count, of course, when Tony came back to the outside. Tony's somehow stopping his momentum, turning on a dime, and coming back for the attack. I don't know how that's remotely possible, but I'm impressed. And that is why he's the Tony title holder. He's the Tony champion. He's the champion of all that is Tony. Big stomp on the arm there. Going after that left knee is Tony. Smart attack here. Smart attack. Limb by limb, pick apart the challenger. Oh my God! Didn't know Tony had it in him. Thought Cassio caught him in a power slam instead of tornado DDT. That's a big man to be moving like that. Clothesline back, then Cash goes down again. Again, Cassio looked great last week against Landmark, nearly getting the victory after that massive DDT. Shades of Snake Roberts. He's an athlete, baby. Power bomb coming. Sit out! That's a big man to be able to power up like that. Tony's a super heavyweight. Cassio in the heavyweight division. Maybe even light heavyweight these days. Oh, back body. The power of Tony on display. Big tumble down to ringside. Yes mode. More like no. More like no, don't do that. Do not do that. It's a bad idea. You're going to regret it. Springboard moonsault again. Tony tries the high-flying offense, and he crashes and burns time after time. How about that left leg, the left knee? Oh, shades of Deekster there, the single leg Boston Crab. Oh, Tony, though, real soon in the game, able to pick the ankle there, avoid the submission attempt. Snap, neck breaker, move for move, these two. Cash is setting up something here. Out the corner, what are you thinking? Gut wrench, suplex, nice offense. And Casio might just be moving on to the quarterfinals of the King of the Ring here, folks. King of the Ring more like the Bacchus here. Mardi Gras style. Rolling neck breaker, and Casio's on a roll right here, guys. Casio on a good old-fashioned roll. Let the good times roll, New Orleans faithful here. And there it is. There's the drumstick. The cross arm breaker. Tony maybe tapped. No, okay, Tony able to power through. Big fists, big strikes, and Casio's bust open. Kind of a cheap shot there by Tony, holding the arm. Maybe a little bit of wear and tear there on that drumstick submission. Stiff strike. Tony wasting no time, will fight dirty with the best of them. Again, one of these guys we hate, but we love to hate. Inverted DDT. Casio, top rope. Burned both competitors before. He crashes, he burns. And Tony. Irish whip off the rope. Rebound, drops down low. Casio rebounds, leapfrog by Tony. Oh, flying from hell. Also known as Pittsburgh. Ah, and that's gonna be it. Taking the head clean off of Casio. The clothesline from hell nearly decapitates the man. But man, a second straight incredible showing by Casio. And talk about turning heads here in TSW. Has always looked good in the Rumbles, but man, he is really starting to build some serious support in the fan base with these recent performances against Landmark, against Tony. Two beloved competitors in their own right. But how about Casio? Toe-to-toe with one of the best here at TSW. But most importantly, Tony moving on in the King of the Ring tournament. Couple cheap shots here and there, but end of the day, a win is a win. And how about this damn clothesline? The clothesline from Pittsburgh. That is absolutely insane. The torque behind that thing, that's all she wrote there for one Casio, folks. We'll pay out some bets. We're going to get rolling on the next one, my God. I'm interested to see what's next. We have King Tony. Could we see the Tony title become the crown jewel of TSW as an F landmark sign in the background? Maybe a little ahead of yourself there, man in the crowd. I like the way you think, though. I like the way you think in TSW. Of course, Landmark will have a King of the Ring matchup later this evening. But let's do a little reset here at ringside as we get moving on. Back to the cruiserweights. Yes, indeed, near and dear to JG's heart. Little sore at the moment. Thanks, Kopak. I told you earlier. I'll allow it. You can have a shot at the title if you win this one. Plain and simple. Team America, they've been a thorn in everybody's sides. Beloved, but badgering, I'd like to say. Always picking and prodding at the competitors in TSW. So I think it's only fair. Let's see what they can do. Issues in the singles division, but they do tend to stand strong when they're at ringside with one another, as we saw earlier tonight. So let's see if that plays out. Once again, cruiserweight action here, guys. Let's get it rolling. King Tony would be hell. That'd be so hell. He'd be so annoying. Third time tonight? Third time we're here in America, damn it. Almost too many. All right, here's Kopak, of course. Was kind of the ringleader on that attack earlier. Cap had a shot at the King of the Ring. He did fail on that, but I said, you know, land of opportunity. I'm a fighting champion, but sometimes you got to earn some things. A win here, the winner in this matchup. I'll face him next week. Fighting champion. But you know what? Let's just throw some sprinkle on that. I had some fun at pay-per-view with LBJ. I did. So how about we take this title next week? We hang it up here, and we have ourselves a little table, ladders, chairs. Oh my. Oh my. All right, let's get it, baby. I want a piece of Kopak, but let's see who he's got to beat tonight to get there. Oh, I like this way more. I like this way more. It's fight! Nuts!
And his opponent, from Bray, County Wicklow, Ireland, weighing in at 195 pounds, the Hooligan!
Oh, the Hooligan Leprechaun, Chris. Electric debut a couple weeks ago. Opportunity's been at his fingertips in TSW. Tonight might just be the time to seize that brass ring for one Leprechaun, Chris. And talk about more international battle. Well, Chris not technically, of course, from Ireland, but we bill him from there. He is the Leprechaun. But how about this is America back against the wall yet again. USA versus everybody. America been busy, but to be fair, LeBron, they didn't really do much for a couple weeks. They were due a heavy episode of TSW. 0-2 on the night, though. Kopak, history has its eyes on you. Let's get it on. Come on, baby. We've got Kopak. First time ever one-on-one with Leprechaun Chris. Leprechaun Chris, of course, one of the newest debuts in TSW. Let me know, as always, if audio is good. Oh, big spiking backs to play there. And he is a fighter with the best of them. And you gotta think this is another split crowd. We'll throw another bet in for this one. And it does not get more divided than any time we see Team America, first of all. I'll be honest, couldn't fill Leprechaun off the top of my head, so we're just going Chris. That's all I got, baby. That's all I got. I just got Chris. I got Chris. Everybody loves Chris in TSW, though. Big opportunity. And, you know, of course, Cap not there ringside for Team America. A tough showing earlier. Got a little bit beaten, battered at a local medical facility getting checked out. But 2 minute ringside, a pair of wings by DT and DT2 off the ropes. Big drop kick by Chris. Takes down Kopak. Kopak, of course. Oh, and this is where things get bad, where they get ugly as DT2 get involved here. Chris, watch out, no! And the shark swarming. Blood in the water. Blood in the water. Is that the ginger hair? I can't tell. Big knee strike. Going after those knees, of course, trying to take out this springboard high-flying offense that Chris is going to utilize here tonight. Chris kind of in the same boat as one Chico, powerhouse cruiserweight division. Of course, Chico, Miss Chico not here tonight, as next week Miss Chico will face Steph, as we are a couple weeks from the inaugural intergender tag team champions, where it's going to be, of course, Roldy and Steph, which is a terrifying team, by the way, up against Chico and Miss Chico. See how that thing shakes out, as there's already rumors of other teams starting to pair across TSW. Interesting to see how those things shake out. Lock up here, showing off the strength. Oh, and Kopak backing down Chris across the whole damn ring. Looking to break things up there. Stiff strike. Flips him in the corner. Oh, top rope. Oh, God, we saw some Kopak capper. Glass swing up and saber kick. Hashtag fake big time. That's a big question. What's up with big time at the moment? Didn't get through the King of the Ring last week. Kind of on the back, burner down to a simmer. Down to ringside, Kopak, top rope. Kopak going to take fight on Chris, but nobody's there. Chris chance to be great here. Crash and burn by 1/4 of the trio's champions. Kopak back to his feet, Leprechaun, Chris, big axe handle. And maybe a crucial mistake here by Kopak. Off the rope, size him up, big enziguri, nice move. Elbow, nobody there. Kopak, big knee, trading blows. Springboard moonsault, and this cruiserweight action electric as always. Kick out at one, though, does Chris. Chris, one of the toughest SOBs here we've seen in TSW, especially in the cruiserweight division. Pound for pound will fight with the best of them. Yes, correct. Fortnite all day. Loaded show. Oh, flying knee, but Chris is back up. Chris takes the flying knee like nothing. Clothesline countered. Face smash. Clothesline. Kopak back to elbow. Irish whip. Reversed into the corner. Kopak back first. Slide through the ropes. Nice counter. Big head kick. Chris is in trouble. Springboard. Kick. Nobody there. And Kopak again misjudging the distance here. Maybe a bad prescription for the contacts. Again, nearsighted. Oh, big head kick. Enziguri counter. 2020 vision back in effect here for Kopak. Stiff strike counter. Drop down. One of the biggest brawlers we've seen in recent history. Chris looking to put some work down. What is he going for? Oh, gut buster. Nasty offense there. Kip up. Push back. Heel kick. Crescent kick. Top rope. I think maybe looking at that shooting stars and stripes maybe. Oh, but Chris gets out the way. Chris avoids it. Head kick, but oh, didn't quite get all of that one. Maybe a glancing blow there. Chris, suplex. Stun. And Chris might be seeing Chris TLC next week. No, kicked out. One of these, I want revenge against Kopak, but also wants nothing to do with the quartet that is Team America. He's wiry. He's wiry. Double knees to back, nice roll through, busted open, but he's still fighting. 3-on-1 assault. Ireland battling the USA. It's like the damn potato famine all over again. It's terrible. I hate it all. Top rope. What's Chris going for here? Diving knee! Oh my God, what impact! Kopak's back up. Springboard, counter though by Chris. Big counterplex. Spiked on the back of his head. Chris. Oh, big stomps! Big stomps! Stomp in a mud hole, walking it dry. Oh no, there's bad news here. And Chris, blood in the water, fueled by his own blood pouring down the face. Crimson mask on the ginger hair. Top rope. You don't know Chris' offense too well. What is he setting up here, guys? Just an axe handle. That's fair. DD2 up on the ropes to Chris. Top rope. They call him to his feet again. Just hit another axe handle. Countered by Kopak, though. Kopak countered. Oh, roll up. And Kopak to Chris. Oh, kicked out. And the cruiserweight's really showing out tonight. Looking at the belly release. Chris able to reverse momentum there. Monkey flip. Nice offense. See if we can have that suplex stunner again, but no, sweep in the leg. Karate Kid style. Kopak gonna call him up. Be looking for that springboard savate kick he missed earlier. Oh, counter though, face first. Going to the well one too many times here was Kopak. Ducking the offense. Kopak, Chris. Grapple. Butterfly suplex all day. Oh, and then we got Animal got him. That was a tough showing, of course. Back the line a bit here in TSW. Frustration building after honestly getting the short end of the stick a couple weeks in a row there. And how about DT? DT! Kopak! And Chris was distracted by DT Kopak. Electric chair! Stick shot back to the neck. Oh, and not like this. And DT, the piece of the puzzle. Maybe Iron Jaw used. Kicked out at one. Stiff strike Kopak. Enziguri countered. Chris back to his feet. He's got the trio champion. A kick to the back again. Yeah, Chuck taking some real liberties. You're gonna eject these guys from ringside or what? Chris the outside, stiff strike. Oh, and the 10 beats the battery. Oh God, against Chris. That's disrespectful. That is disrespectful. for some reason, the touch to mute sometimes will just not unmute. And again, DT getting involved for a third time. For a third time in this match, DT getting involved. And Charles Robinson looking terrible here on it, if I'm gonna be honest with you. Kopak's got Chris again. And talk about an outnumbered matchup here, guys. Oh, suplex stunner! Numbers be down! The only numbers that matter are 1, 2, 3! And talk about an uphill battle. Team America continues to work well as a group. They've got the manager, they got the breakup, but when they don't have each other in that squared circle, they continue to struggle here. Great win by Chris, and I'll take it. Chris, next week, you and me, we're hanging that title up. TLC, baby. Good luck, Godspeed. I'll see you there. But man, how about this? Cap falls, Kopak falls. They all fall down. Tough showing there, but great heart by Chris. Battling back against one of the biggest uphill battles you can have in TSW, if we're being honest. When you gotta face the entirety of Team America, it's a dicey prospect, guys, but Leprechaun Chris signature win, able to get the job done here tonight. Of course, later tonight we'll find out the fate of the trios titles. Chef first, Big Fritz winner will finally put to bed the issues, finally give themselves a title shot, and hopefully move on to brighter pastures here, greener pastures in TSW. And the hooligan battles the odds. Whew, that's a big come up to whoever threw down on Chris. That's a big come up right there, baby. Big come up right there. But great showing, great win there. And man, it continues to be a slippery slope here for the group that is Team America, but great win by Chris. We'll reset here as we get ready for the next matchup here, folks. Oh man, you love to see it. Mom JG's the best, isn't it great? So good. Disrespectful and dressing up, yeah, imagine doing such a thing. Crazy. Kopak, bro, yeah, suboptimal. We've seen DT2 fail recently in singles. We've seen Cap and we've seen Kopak. Maybe DT is the key in singles. Maybe that's the case. I tell you what, these guys are best when they're together. They're better together. Just like the great philosopher Jack Johnson once said. Always better together, yeah. Next week, I'm guessing I'll be using against a guest starring Eugene in an unaired prelim. Yes, and what's exactly? How'd you know? All right, let's get back to it, guys. We talk about the champions in TSW. We talk about qualifiers. This guy just wants to prove a damn point tonight. And I respect it. He just wants to assert dominance, mainly in the power rankings. And I respect it. You know, if he didn't wrestle this week, chance he falls out of one. So I respect it, Raw, you cocky bastard. Non-title, as always. You lose a non-title, you owe a title match. So good luck, Raw. Godspeed. I want to run out. I'll be right back. Let's see what Raw's got tonight.
From New York.
New York.
74 pounds. The World Heavyweight Champion, the Psycho Dog.
Raw's gonna kill you. Raw's gonna kill you. Raw's gonna kill you. And here he is, guys. Truly the most hated, despicable champion we've ever seen. But you gotta respect what he's done at the same time. Reigning, defending, closing in on records, but records be damned. We gotta find out who he's facing, of course. We talked about earlier tonight. Tough to get contenders when he's still got King of the Ring with the best of the best tied up at the moment. So next week, we're crowning a contender for this man. Unless tonight doesn't go his way. We're about to see, though. We can't put the cart in front of the horse. Let's good luck, sir. Oh, I like this. I like this. Yes. Yes, mode indeed. As B caught its finest. Swain Games looks to step up to Raw Dog tonight. He's got Chris in tow as well. Big matchup for both men. Raw, I gotta say, with a win, despite a non-title, he probably still #1 on the rankings, but a loss means you might just see Swain Games as the new heavyweight champion, but he'd have to do it twice. Big opportunity, though, for one Swain Games. B caught stand up right now. Let's see what they got. And this goes back a ways, too. Of course, Raw formerly faced Chico and Chris for the tag titles. Raw formerly paired with Swain in the Disciples of the Apocalypse. Of course, Swain was kind of the leader, but since then, Swain turned back to the light side. Raw firmly in the dark side. Oh my God. Oh my. Roll up, a reverse, face first, mouthful. And that's one way to start a matchup, ladies and gentlemen. Gonna see a little bit of showing out the power there. The crowd signs fucking reset again. Damn it! Pile drive there by Swain. Nasty offense. Looks like we lost the B caught and the XHG signs. They've reset. Love that. Float over. Neck breaker. Nice offense there by Swain. Second rope now. Big knee. And Swain looking good early on here, guys. Chuck slow on the count. Oh, kick out at none, though. Raw powers out for even a 1 count. Again, of course, goes back to Raw. You know, last year's King of the Ring put Swain through a table after their matchup. That kind of led to Swain kind of joining the dark side, so to speak, with Afterburn. Since then, Afterburn, Ichabod kind of eradicated from the TSW locker room, at least for the time being. Oh, stiff forearm. Oh, but Raw, maybe a counter, but no, Swain counters the counter. Roll through, Raw neck breaker. And that's the key to open challenges. You don't know the challenger knows you, so to speak. You know, you got a 1 in 80 chance of knowing your opponent. Nice discus punch there. Top rope. Big splash, nobody there. Big boot, oh God. Nasty impact by Raw. Raw top rope, Swain right there, looking to maybe swing away, bouncing off the knee brace there. Takes flight, showing that high flying, the power though. Athletic, deceptively so by Raw. To the Paradise City. Girls are pretty. Raw. Gonna get Swain up in the top rope. This is bad news. We've seen Raw on the top rope before. Oh my God. The power. The military press around the logo. And Swain had some offense early on, but since then, Raw shown why he's the champion. Never mind. Big drop kick. Head kick countered again. Key lock behind the head. Big stomp on the arm there. So breaking news if you missed it there. We will be crowning a contender for the heavyweight title next week. I just got to see how the first round of the King of the Ring shakes out. I'll be honest with you. The cover. I was going to say, or Swain's about to be the #1 contender. Of course, looking for the versions of neck breakers that he's really made famous here in TSW. Oh, it's bad news. Oh, perfect plex. Oh, and he grips the bridge. Oh, and Raw kicks out. Raw stays alive here. And this is the trick with open challenges. You don't know the challenge till it shows up on your doorstep. Swain stiff strike, but Raw stays on his feet. Yeah! Boom! Yeah! Boom! Trading of blows. We got Night Owl. We got Steve the Machine. What's up, boys? Hope you're doing fan-goddamn-tastic today. Electric. TSW action, non-title, but a win. Call it a championship qualifier, if you will. Back and forth was Night Owl, a big piece of drama in the BMI division. Dargan Shed not here tonight, of course, enjoying the draft up in Green Bay. Friends turned possibly enemies. Maybe a friendly rivalry. Who could possibly know? Trading blows. Swain's got the upper hand. Swain, second rope. Big axe handle takes down the champ. Another cover. Swain all over. Kicked out again. Getting that shoulder up is Raw. And Swain, of course, a former B-Con heavyweight champion, as is Raw Dog. So very fair that these two found their rivalry over back in TSW. Oh, my God. Oh, Jesus. Oh, the slap to the face. The disrespect of Raw. Raw me looking to go to the corner. Oh, no. No, that's bad. Comes ban. Comes ban. And Raw doing what Raw does best. You line him up, he knocks him back. I don't like it, but you gotta respect it. I don't like it, but you gotta respect it. He was on his ropes a little bit there, but man, you know, that comms ban. I don't think we've seen many, if anybody, really kick out of that move. That comms ban is deadly. Absolutely deadly. Fantastic showing from Swain, but Raw's gonna stand on top here. So with that, it will be official next week. Likely a triple threat or four-way. We're gonna find out a contender for that heavyweight championship, folks. We're gonna see how King of the Ring's first round shakes out, though, as some of those guys, seeing suspicion, might just be involved in that. I thought Perfect Plex might have had it, but we didn't see that signature neck breaker by Swain. We a little bit worried there for our guy. Good showing, though. Good showing there. Real good showing. Raw's gonna kill you. Raw's gonna kill you. And how about those slaps? The disrespect to just slap your opponent in the face and then put them away is why Raw is as hated as he is in TSW. Well, one of the many reasons. I could come up with a few of them. The great showing, though, nonetheless. Again, we'll make sure we get a stat check, maybe for this Sunday's rankings, but Raw's chipping away. He's chipping away at that first place longest reign. Of course, I do believe still held by King Ched at the moment. But of course, King Ched, speaking of which, will be in action next week for his King of the Ring quarterfinal. Who will be King of the Ring? Who will face off with Raw? I'm curious. I'm nervous to find out, folks. Get a little reset in between here. Oh, fantastic stuff there, though. Truly electric. Get the music up a little bit there. Eating out so much is another reason. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of reasons. I'd like to thank himself for all his successes as Raw. Hate it. I love it, but I hate it. Big shout out to Raw Dog. Of course, did win a 2 Sweetie Tag Team of the Year alongside Joker, who he put away last week. Nasty business there. I don't know if we see much Joker here this week, certainly, but guys, we talk about the King of the Ring. Let's get back into it. Maybe the most anticipated matchup in King of the Ring history. Guys, we've got Stoney and Prodigy. Oh, yeah. No holds barred. They've been talking shit. Let's get it. Talk shit, get hit.
The following contest is a no-holds-barred match. Making his way to the ring from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Weighing in at 295 pounds, the Viking Stone.
And here he is, the Viking Stoney. Very close to King of the Ring last year. Will we see a Viking this year? We are gonna find out, folks. Of course, Stoney would win a Rumble, Prod would win a 5-man qualifier. Both able to take down the opposition, both look to take the tag scene into the single scene. Of course, we haven't seen from Lord Jumbo yet in 2K25. Stoney's in the singles realm at the moment. Prod, similarly enough, him and Grim kind of been doing their own things, but varying levels of success. Of course, Grim in that very rumble got thrown out, and I believe it was 6 seconds. Not great. Do you feel bad for him? Probably. But I don't feel bad for this guy because he's got opportunity in his grasp.
And his opponent from Cleveland, Ohio, weighing in at 277 pounds, the Prodigy.
And here he is, the Prodigy. Walks out solo tonight. Maybe a gentleman's agreement. Mano y mano. You ain't got a manager. I ain't got a manager. Let's get it, baby. You certainly think maybe a Mastoni appearance there ringside could have maybe made some sense here tonight, but no. We're rocking solo. It's the Wolf Pack, the Lone Wolf. And as the song says, you don't turn your back on the Wolf Pack. Don't turn your back on Prodigy because he's been a problem in the past in singles competition. We always go back to that steel cage, him and Joker. We always go back to that. Prod had that match done, dusted. He messed around, he found out. Is he gonna mess around tonight? I certainly hope not. No holds barred, anything goes, no way to know who's coming in, who's coming out for this one. Let's get it on, baby. Ross says, I've seen both these bots on COD. Don't turn your back on the Wolf Pack. And here he is, yet to hold gold in TSW, but a different man than he was last year. A little bit more locked in, so to speak. Big time the best time. By the way, we've got bets open. Bets are open, folks. Get those bets in. Get those bets like Mookie, baby. All right, let's get it on. Come on. King of the Ring qualifier. Again, we'll get you guys the bracket next week because I'll be honest, I just want to see who wins the first round before I decide the second round matchups. That's totally fair. Right? Stomps at the left hand, the left arm here. And both these men are super heavyweight, some of the best, some of the biggest, some of the best of the best. The bots don't stand a chance. Yeah, Solo's buried, Steve, bro. It ain't pretty out there. By the way, I appreciate Z-Rock on those beautiful comms there. Yeah, we do indeed have channel player redemptions. We'll have another one mid-year that'll be a little cheaper because it's just like the time allowed for the competitors and whatnot. Oh, look at this. And these two are both massive behemoths of men. Trying to show who's stronger. Stoney might have the upper hand at the moment here. Snapmare, takedown, side headlock. Again, we're going to start this thing. No Jumbo, no Grim, mano y mano. Respecting this. No holds barred. But you never know. You never know, just like with Dargantics, you know, the ally ability this year always does bring a bit of a spice to the equation, to say the least. Yeah, boots with the fur, Thong with the fur, oh, that's not it. Stoney again, Stoney and Prod. This is like, I'm gonna have to check settings. This is like the 4th one of these we've had, maybe the 5th, and these are a little grating. They're fun, but they're a little much. This one in particular is a lot to take in. And as Stoney can tell, it's a lot to take. Rolls him up to move on, King of the Ring. No, kick out of none. I will say, you're looking at Stoney, looking at Prod, decent chance the winner's gonna face Tony. Probably. They both already have this storyline there. So that's the one matchup I'll tell you now. Winner of this probably faces Tony. Likely. Oh, the headbutts! Big headbutts by Prod here. And as we're talking about, a whole new Prodigy here tonight. Steven and Machine, I think Cody ends the farewell tour. I think it makes the most sense, storyline-wise. Maybe even with a Cody heel turn. Because I don't think Cena's heel all year. He's probably faced by SummerSlam. Big stomp to the gut here, the midsection. And Prod and Stoney are real back and forth. Oh, I didn't know he had that in his repertoire. A slingshot body press there. Kick out at 2. Stoney stays alive. Of course, Stoney nearly winning King of the Ring last year, but got beaten by Raw in the semifinals. Stiff strike, nobody home. Whip off the rope. Big back elbow. Stoney takes flight. Stoney in control firmly right now, guys. Stiff knee. Oh, what do we got here, guys? We talked about this earlier. The payback is this. And Grimm's here. And Grimm's looking to shut down Stoney. Backing up Prodigy here. And the numbers stacked. Go! Grimm takes out Prod. And Grimm has just turned his back on the Wolfpack. And we talked about the frustrations as of late as the team has singles competitors. And it's boiled over here tonight. It looks like Grimm and the Wolfpack's no more. Rod is a lone wolf now, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, he's got a damn kendo stick to Stoney. And Stoney taking advantage. I respect it. And what a shocker here tonight. Grimm certainly sparked by his 6-second elimination a couple weeks ago on that Rumble. Stoney dodging. Big knee. Busted open Prod. Off the ropes. Big boot. Heel kick. That might be it here, guys. Charles. 2. And it is. And Grimm putting a stamp on this matchup. And how about the shocker here? How about the shocker here? Grimm absolutely has cost Prod the King of the Ring a shot at the heavyweight championship. Stoney simply a bystander, no fault of Stoney certainly. And we gotta find out what's up with Grimm here, guys. Is Grimm back there? He's already out. He already left. All right, guys, we're gonna hopefully hear from Grimm soon, find out what the hell has happened here tonight. As jealousy boiled over, I don't know, but Stoney, sir, will see Tony in the quarterfinals of the King of the Ring tournament. That is a huge turn of events here in TSW. Former friends, tag team partners split once again. And man, it's the going theme in TSW. Guys struggle a little bit and they want to take out that anger, and I get it. I totally respect it. You know, I totally respect it. But you got to feel for Prod a little bit here. Opportunity was at his fingertips again. But one could argue that Prod's inner hubris may be costing him once again. Maybe his perceived pureness goodness has turned off yet another tag team partner. Who's to know? But what I do know, Prod loses, and Stoney will face Tony next week in that King of the Ring quarterfinals matchup. One step closer to either King Tony or a Viking, and both of them, I'm intrigued by, ladies and gentlemen. I'm intrigued by. Oh, man. Yeah, worse than Derek Carr. That's pretty bad. Derek Carr wasn't great there. Absolutely incredible, guys. When we talk about the champions, we talk about contenderships. And one champion's been kind of left in the weeds right now. Let's get you back out here. Come on. Just like Raw before, a win, you're good. You lose, you might just have a title match in the future. Let's get it. The getaway car locked and loaded. Grimm's Uber was at the front door, ready to go. Ready to go. Yes, Tony had a great run in King of the Ring last year. Lost to Raw, who of course would then lose to Ched in the finals. But here we go, guys. Reigning women's heavyweight champion Emma Rose, of course, transitioning full-time into the women's division.
Cleveland, Ohio, the women's heavyweight champion, Emma.
So of course, bears worth mentioning, Steph still has that rematch clause, but since then has been embroiled in this feud between Roldy, Chico, Mrs. Chico. And we know there's the inner dinner tag titles coming in. So that's Steph's focus, but you better believe Steph's got her eyes on that belt still, especially her eyes on Emma still. Revenge, certainly on top of the mind of one blue-eyed witch, but tonight, we gotta see what's next for Emma Rose. You know, took the week off, well-earned, well-deserved, but now, Now's when things get interesting in TSW. Now is when we hit nut-cutting time, so to speak, right? What will you do when you got that champion and when the challenger becomes the challenged? When the predator becomes the prey? We might find out in just a few moments here, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to find out. Ross, I'll take that title. I have a question. Nah, that's one of the few titles that will not be intergender. One of few. The women's division is small enough as is. We don't need Raw taking that title. Andy Kaufman over here. Neck brace and all. All right, so who's got Emma? Non-title, but a win will get you title shot. And you know right away the music. The black and gold. Who that?
From New Orleans, Louisiana,
Hooty hoo.
X Factor.
And not only a big opportunity right now for Miss Hoodat, but a big weekend for the Hoodats as well, guys. If you don't already know, it is Game On to End Lupus weekend. I'll be honest, I couldn't get the overlay to work. We'll get that up for tomorrow, but make sure you show some love to everybody streaming that over the weekend in classic JG fashion. The signups are there since March, and I woo, right over the head. But you know what? It's a great cause, so show some love over there. Big shout out to Miss Hoodat. Can she not only big charity weekend, but also big title shot with a win here? Of course, Emma, kind of in the weights. Like we mentioned, Steph, she's busy at pay-per-view. So Emma, you're going to be defending that title at pay-per-view. Will it be Miss Hoodat? Will it be someone else? We're going to find out in just a few short minutes. Championship contender opportunity, we'll call this one. Let's get it on. Come on, Emma. First time ever against Miss Hoodat. Let's get it, baby. Let's play off the last predictions. I love how they were all on Stoney's side. I definitely respect that. It's a great shout. Great shout. Let's throw some predictions in on this one as well here, real quick. Boy, I forgot who was wrestling for a second. Hoodat. We'll do 1 minute because we just got started already. All right, let's get it going, baby. So Swain lost his contender opportunity earlier. Will Miss Hoodat fall the same way? I reckon it's going to be a tough opportunity to do so. No offense to Emma, but certainly not a level of momentum quite like Raw has. And another lock. They had to have changed the settings for this. I haven't made any notes on this, but I'm a little annoyed by how many freaking lockups we've had. Sorry chat. Sorry, let's call it lock up frequency. They must have like added a slider or something, because this is a lot. Everything on Miss Tiger. I like that. I like that. Of course, if the Hoodats are on today or whoever is on the GoTo will definitely be going that way. I'd have to check the sheets though. And throw your hand high. Of course, Miss Hoodat, former BCOT women's champion, former TSW heavyweight champion, former 2-time women's tag champion. Truly one of the most decorated wrestlers we've ever seen in TSW. And it's really not that close, to be honest with you. You know, it's a Miss Hoodat, it's a Huggies, it's a Steph, it's a Bama, surely. Short list, though. Yeah, more lockups to the Georgia football team, right? Is this the Raiders? Is Al Davis booking the show? Oh, big. Oh, that's a huge swanton. Nearly getting across the whole ring by Miss Hoodat there. Big jumping elbow. Nobody there that time, though. Miss Hoodat, someone who always commands respect in the squared circle. Damage control. Gotta curious what that's about. Is that a new group? Is that just a phrase, a motto here for Miss Hoodat? Looking to maybe control the damage that Emma's trying to inflict on the women's division in TSW. Certainly a possibility. Mech, rumors do persist of a possibility of another individual out here. I don't know if it's conjecture, predictions, assumptions. I'm not aware. But I do hear there's some rumblings and grumblings. And you might be watching on YouTube and say, I feel like this is very vague and I want to know what you're talking about. Well, you got to watch me on Twitch. Where do you see me on Twitch?
Stream on Twitch is JG603.
I appreciate you, Mick. Always the best. Off the ropes, rebound, drop down low, leapfrog over the top, big back elbow shade to Chris Jericho, Judas Effect style. Cover on Emma. Contendership, no. And again, big opportunity for Miss Hoodat. You know, everybody else in the women's division kind of locked up for pay-per-view, so you got to think this is the time to shine for Miss Hoodat. Shining like the gold of the Saints themselves. Big spear by Emma. Of course, Emma's looking for two moves, looking for that snake bite, the electric chair drop, and of course, that dangerous Kinshasa who we've seen take down many competitors, especially the entirety of Team America. By the way, I'm so pissed about Team America taking that start of the show. Don't think I forgot about that, damn it. I know wrestling's a numbers game. I get that. But I don't appreciate being outnumbered like that. I don't appreciate that. Sorry. Had to get that off the chest a little bit. Had to get that off the chest. It's fine. It's fine. The people love me, the people love America. They love us both. They love each other. We love each other. It's fine. It was just situationally awkward, right? That's all it is. It's fine. Everything's fine. LMS do that up on the shoulders here, powering up the opposition. Oh, a nice move there. Almost like a fisherman powerbomb. A fisherman spine buster, I guess it might be. I don't know if I've ever seen that move before. And Emma innovating here tonight. Emma's certainly a student of the game, one of the biggest wrestling fans you will ever see. Knows the ins and outs of the industry and certainly putting them to their advantage here tonight. First belt ever won in TSW. Of course, last year, frankly, I just wanted him to face Tony. There was no winner, so it's like, well, here you are. Of course, now fully in this division, full time. Some belts you'll see some crisscross, but good opportunity to find some roles here in TSW. As these divisions teams tend to mold and blend together a bit. Nice counter there, absolutely electric chain wrestling. Looking for a power bomb. Sit out there, Miss Huda. Not hooking the legs, though, gonna roll through instead. Jammy jam, by the way. A jammy jammy jam. A jammy 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 jam. Oh, it's bad news. Maybe looking for the no, okay, I thought that was no, okay, that's fine. I definitely thought that was the taunt for a Kinshasa. Might have been, wasn't. Powerbomb up on the shoulders, maybe looking, oh, what are we thinking? In center of the ring. What power by Emma? An unfair power advantage it looked like. That was nasty. Walked her across the whole damn ring. Cover, big elbow. Picked out though at 2, Miss Hudat. Fighting challenger, was a fighting champion for many a month in TSW. Here's the one, Kinshasa! Miss Hudat counters, picks the ankle! Oh, and down to the outside. The champ was in trouble for a moment, maybe a lucky reprieve from the action. Elbow down to ringside. Finn patting between you and the concrete floor. Emma pounds! Two-hand choke slam. Oh man, kicked off though. And these two are absolutely brawling right now. Win, lose, or draw, there's a level of respect being built right now in that squared circle and outside of it. Of course, non-title match, countouts be damned, momentum certainly on the line, contendership possibilities as well. Big clothesline, pulled back up, 5 count, second clothesline. Emma, ripcord. Oh, big enzigiri here. More of a single leg calf kick style drop kick there. Count of 7. Emma top rope. Count of 8. Does that break the count? We're about to find out. Meteora. I don't know how that breaks the count, but they're going to break the count. That should have been a double count out here. Charles Robinson maybe needs to dust up on his rule book here. Dodging a damn bullet. Like Trinity in the Matrix. You got to bump it up. Emma back in the ring. Miss Hudat taunting. Oh, big clothesline. Second one. Third clothesline. Miss Hudat up to the corner. Miss Hudat, nice back elbow strike counter. Northern Light suplex. Roll through. Roll through. Fisherman cut! Hooks the legs into the shoot! That's just been cut! Oh! I thought we just saw ourselves a new #1 contender, folks. Whip off the ropes. Belly to belly, reversed. Stiff strikes by Miss Hudat. Emma's in serious trouble. Non-title, but a championship contender match nonetheless. Scoop slam, Emma, backslide, inverted DDT, reverse style, Emma, roll up, Roll up. Oh, kicks out again. Emma stays alive. Double leg takedown. Hammerlock punches. Got those tape fists, the gloves. Miss Huda, one of the best strikers in TSW. Oh, now with this, the abdominal stretch here by Emma. Looking to slow down the offense, but again countered by Miss Huda. Miss Huda going move for move with the champ here, and Emma's in trouble. Oh, Kinshasa out of nowhere. Kinshasa out of nowhere. Dragging a bloodied Miss Huda away from the ropes, and I do fear. Oh, and it is. That Kinshasa is as dangerous as they come in TSW. Has put down the best of the best. Another match tonight where I feel like it was firmly one way, then the last second spun on it. What a showing by Miss Huda. I tell you what, might be on the outside, the women's side of the picture right now. But with the intergender tag titles coming in, Tiger Jet, a former two-time hardcore champion, I do think it's just a matter of time the Hudats rolled at into TSW. So I'll say, Steph Roldy, the Chicos, watch out, because I'm impressed with what I just seen from Miss Hudat. You gotta think Tiger Jet certainly prepping for potential debuts in the future here. Of course, again, former two-time hardcore champion. Gotta think that's looking down the line here, but I thought this was gonna be it here. Put down many with that move, the Northern Lights into that bridging fisherman cutter buster style offense, but Emma kicks out time and time again. And that Kinshasa is so dangerous. I mean, we've seen that Kinshasa take out, again, the entirety of Team America, Tony, many others, and it's just added another one. And what a counter. Kinshasa out of nowhere. GG's to Emma. Emma's chilling. No contender at the moment, guys. Of course, we already know there's 6 people tied up in the tag scene, so and to see how this shakes out. But one big thing, while not a win here, guys, show some love to Go Tell all weekend long. We'll make sure we have the links up for you tomorrow. I couldn't figure it out. I'm not a smart man. I'm not a smart man. Emma. All right, let's do a reset here. Beautiful. Chuck trying his best. Jada Primo Yugima. Yeah, if you guys haven't seen the newest upload, I literally opened the box and there's a big, I'll spoil it, it's on my thumbnail. A big sticker says, "Congratulations, you pulled the chase card." Yeah, go check that video out. And also worth noting that the week before's video, yeah, Jay, don't post anything that's not mystery boxes. Nobody gives a fuck. We had like 15 views in a week. That is abysmal. I might delete it. It's that bad. But you know what I won't delete? This upcoming matchup, guys. We talked about it all night long. Talked about what happened last week. Chef screwed again? Question mark? Or does Chef just need to get good? We're about to find out, guys, as the winner of this match will indeed finally challenge for the trios titles next week. Chef one-on-one with the newest member of the congregation, Big Fritz. Let's go check that out, guys. This is gonna be a fun one. I'm excited. I'm so excited for this one. This is one of those ones where you're like, is it over? Not yet, baby. Never for nothing, never, never. All right, throw out some more predictions too. We've got to.
The following contest is an extreme rules.
Ooh, we get extreme too?
Making his way to the ring from New York, weighing in.
I know it's Fritzy, but I feel like Big Fritz is such a classic wrestling name that I kind of like calling him Big Fritz. Until he tells me otherwise. All right, guys, now we're in the bathroom real quick. We got some bets up. Chef versus Fritzy winner will be facing Team America next week. No more backstage bull. A goddamn contendership is going down right now, folks. We'll be right back. And again, guys, we were out all week. Chef still has no pyro. I'm so sorry, Chef. I promise I'll fix that. And how about this man, this mountain of humanity? Sorry to hit the AC, it's getting fucking hot in here, boys. Lot of girth, baby. Let's get it on. Come on, we got Chef, we got Big Fritzy. Winner of this match will confirmed be facing whatever arrangement of Team America wants to show up next week for that title match. This is a huge opportunity for both these guys. You know, we thought at one, oh God, trying to take him down, just bouncing off the giant that is Fritzy. And Chef, rarely dwarfed as a man, but look at this matchup. That is nasty business. The size of Fritzy here. I believe 6'6", 300 pounds. And talk about a big get for that group, the congregation. And tell you what, scary for the rest of TSW. Absolutely terrifying. Pulls him right back in the ring. The power there, the big man. Throws him right down in the cover. The meaty men division looks absolutely insane. There's an emote for that, bro? What the heck? Did I know Josh had a big meaty men emote? That's fucking incredible. I want that as a t-shirt. I'm gonna have to hit him up, bro. Be like, bro, can you make that a t-shirt? That thing's sick. Yeah, Chef will never have pyro. Not at this rate, LeBron. I didn't do a single note between that last week and this week. I have an entire notes list. I didn't touch a single one. Didn't get a chance. Across the top rope there. Big Man continues to show that power. And we thought last week, finally, we had an answer to this equation, but then we added an extra variable. Man, look at those three big daddies at ringside. That is a terrifying group of Meat Mountain. And Chef again just bouncing off Fritzy here. Absolute hell. Wearing down the left arm. Of course, big steel cage attack. Cut out before it got too nasty last week. Able to cut the door off, get Chef out of there. Yeah, Craigie definitely sells the nip rings. 100%. 100%. That's one of the Dargon designs I never double checked. I didn't know Dargon gave Craigie nipple rings. A really weird choice, Dargon. It's a choice. Definitely a choice that was made. Definitely. Back in the ring now, Fritzy stalking the prey that is Chef, the Butcher. Low damn light tube. Down low by Chef. Nice offense, big step-up kick there. Enzigiri style. No way, Chef. Chef the power, big German suplex. He says, what? I didn't get that man. He's got him. He's got him. Not his characters. His entrance gear has them. His entrance gear. Maybe he likes it. Who could know? Who could possibly know? I'm not gonna yuck that man's yum. If he's into it, he's into it. Fritzy, Boston Crab is bad. The pressure on the back of Chef here. The leg power to get out of that, though. Top rope moons. Chef, bud. Well, Sap helping out, getting Fritz back in the ring, but the Rocks with a distraction. Chef, watch out. Chef easily distracted here tonight. Right in that damn exposed turnbuckle. Slammed against the apron there. Or the ring mat, I should say. The cover. Fritz. Kick out at 2. And so far, just asserting some serious dominance. Definitely a frustrating stretch as of late for really both these groups. One of these make or break moments for both teams, to be honest with you. Up on the shoulders, slide out the back, big chop block, force winner. We'll be seeing the Trios champions next week. Of course, Chef or Sap will have to find a third man congregation from Trio. Oh, God! Look at that ends gear to the corner, but Fritz able to get out the way, and Chef just crashing and burning again. Nice knee strike, avoiding that shoulder tackle to the outside. Springboard offense again cut off, though, by the big man. Kick out at 2 again. Kick out at 2 once again here. Oh my God, the power just pulled Chef up by his fucking skull. Down ringside, it's Extreme Rules fitting way of this mini rivalry to end here. Kendo stick in hand. They set up a damn table by the congregation side. Don't know when that happened. Troublemakers. Oh God, cracks the stick across the head of the Chef. Nah, that's gonna be it here. But Rocks was distracting the ref. And buys Chef enough time to stay alive, and Rocks maybe cost themselves this matchup here. Up on the shoulders. Chef able to power him up. Shoulder breaker. Big man, big fall. And despite a nice electric debut last week, oh no, brain buster, it's a big boy! Fritz counters though. Slides out the back. Whipped off the ropes. Looking for a choke slam, maybe not there. Overhand chop, not there again. Young superstar. Couple mistakes early. One of a few rookies to debut already so far in TSW and 2K25. Back in the ring, of course, Fritz, a big man, not typically going to utilize the top rope assault. Scoop slam. Chef to the outside. Called to his feet. Maybe looking for some springboard slingshot offense here. What is he looking for? Springboard. Drop kick. Nobody there. Countered again. Roll through. Big clothesline by Chef. Into the cover. Outside leg is hooked. Fritzy's down. Kicked out at one. Kicked out at none, I should say. Of course, Fritzy technically undefeated at the moment. 9-0. Right in that big turnbuckle. Big stomp. Right arm damage being dealt by Chef. Chef got that damn light tube. Watch out, Fritzy. Chef with some revenge. Oh, Fritzy's out the way. Oh, can't get the third time. Glass to the skull. Oh, and how about the wherewithal to roll to ringside here? Chef gonna stomp on that table. Break the face here at ringside. Elbow to the back, the spine of the big man. Sound strategy, Tiffany, as well. And Chef's rocking and rolling right now. Chef looking good. It's tonight, finally the night he can turn around momentum here in TSW. Really him and Sap both. Chef top rope. Fritzy slow to his feet. Chef. Oh, yeah. Chef can't quite connect on that one. Chef, a major mistake there. Oh, spine buster. Shades of Animal with a bear hug. Oh, and here's Sap get involved. Sap not happy with what he just seen. Sap's frustrated. Chef's frustrated. Well, Chef's out cold is what Chef is. Chef's left in the walk-in freezer. Fritz gonna pull Chef back to his... Oh God, that's a big man. There's gonna be 7 feet up. Fritzy with a Fritz bomb. Oh no! The girthy. Oh. And Chef gets put down. And the congregation finally have some gold once again in their sights. Chef put on a damn good fight tonight. Damn good fight. Sap got involved. He tried his best, but man, one of the biggest men, I believe second largest athlete we have signed at TSW, and Big Fritz here. 6'6", 300 pounds. And he's exerted some serious force here in TSW. And his official guys next week in some permutation, some grouping. The congregation will challenge for the trios titles against Team America. Absolutely electric matchup that's going to be. How about this spine buster? Again, shades of the bear hug spine buster that Animal likes to execute there. Who we haven't certainly not seen or heard from since his brutal loss to Dargan. How about that? Nearly like a jackknife. The level, just the drop off there. That is nasty. That is a nasty girthy bomb right there, boys. There it is, the Giant. As we technically now have a second undefeated wrestler in this men's division. 1-0 as it may be. 2-0 will get yourself a tag team title in the trios division here. What a girthy daddy-o. Oh, man. There we go. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Have the wrong controller. Don't have two controllers in front of you, Jay. Bad call. Bad call. What a showing, though, man. Fritzy looking really good in his in-ring debut there after a big attack on Chef last week. It is confirmed. Fritz, Rocks, Fend. Very well could be the main event next week as well, because that trios title should be electric. Not sure what stipulation, but you like to think we're going to sprinkle something on that bad boy. But we talk about champions. We talk about a guy who kind of dragged through the mud last couple weeks. And he wants to earn back a bit of that respect here in the audience, the fan base, the locker room. So guys, let's send it back down to ringside as we have an open challenge from the Universal Champion. I respect that. I respect that. Let's get it, baby.
The following contest
I like that. I like that.
and is for the Dragon Universal Championship.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Fan fucking task outside of getting food poisoning on Friday. Absolute fucking hoot. Right. Yeah. Do you know where you got it from? Do we not know what we got it from? And here we go, guys. Reigning defending new logo to the Lions action. Of course, kind of run through the mud, as so to speak. Of course, with the controversy with Boxy Albrecht. He thought it was AJ. I think we thought it was AJ. But of course, last week his name was cleared. Time to get back some of that respect here in TSW as AJ looks like an open challenge. You know, he sees the cruiserweight title going off. He sees the, you know, the hardcore each week and says, you know what? Anything you can do, I can do better. And AJ, let's see what you got today, baby. Let's see what you got here today. Yo, what up, King Dominic 14? Welcome in, King Dominic. We will have a King of the Ring, the final King of the Ring qualifiers coming up in just a couple, back-to-back too, which means you know they're big ones. But let's see who's gonna step up here against AJ tonight. Oh, flashbacks. Flashbacks. And how about this one? Of course, the man who debuted in an open challenge for AJ for the Universal Championship will lightning strike twice for CJ Sauce. We are about to find out, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get a prediction out and about for this one. How about that, man? A little bit on the back burner right now, but man, opportunity right there. AJ, CJ. The rematch of a rematch of a rematch, baby. Open challenge galore. Get your swimmies on. I mean, God, you think check it out? I'll level with you. I don't know why I would check it out. I don't want to be rude, but I don't know what that means or why I'd be doing that. I'm gonna level with you here. I'm gonna level with you on that one. Yeah, I appreciate the follow for sure. I don't know you though. I'm not aware. But not being a Papa Pizza we had Thursday night, more likely it's the burger that snuck off and ate. The only person that had the burger and everyone ate the pizza? Yeah, I mean, it sounds like the burger then, brother. If I had to guess. Of course, AJ closing in on a possible breaking record reign, but Boxy. 70 days. You got a while to go.
32 pounds. CJ.
Here he is, CJ the Sauce Boss, baby.
And his opponent from Amsterdam in the Netherlands, weighing in at
Bets are live. Get those predictions.
Dragon Universal Champion, Night Sky.
Cut over the eye, AJ there. Maybe some leftover scars from the big time matchup, certainly. But we like this here, guys. Can AJ, you know, kind of get a little revenge? You know, does have a winning record. Losing record against CJ. This will take him back 2-2 between the two. Of course, CJ looking to become the second ever two-time Universal Champion tonight. Big running knee out the gate, staggering the champion, and CJ coming out firing tonight. Of course, CJ certainly a checkered history in the past. Kind of a tag team with Adam, very short-lived, certainly. AJ just goes, ugh. Yeah, I would love to be at the draft someday. It seems like so much fun. Get a new clip that my rival Chet's Hippo clip from David Buster's. Yes. Yes, unlimited power. Yes, let the hate flow through you. Yes, unlimited power. It's so good. Springboard, frog splash to the back. CJ was almost on his feet and just got taken back down. Cover 2. Kick out there. Of course, AJ flirting with the dark side at 603 Mania. I think after getting past Boxy, I like to think his mind is cleared a little bit. No more fogging of the judgment, so to speak. Always been a guy who's been a fan favorite throughout history. But I certainly think we take a separate look back on the whole Goon saga now, knowing where we are right now, the controversy there. Of course, we know last week, AJ seemingly cleared of any wrongdoing by Special Agent Michaels from the FBI. Interpol certainly locked and loaded in cohesion, cohesive effort, I should say. Yeah, Dargan, that's amazing. We need a Dargan stream so you can show all these, please. Please. We can see some more reset signs in the background there. Love to see that. CJ back in the ring. CJ, AJ, a class grab. This should be a normal matchup. No regular DQ, one fall. All the typical rules here. We got JBTV says Lions, baby. Rawr. I gotta pay. Of course, AJ representing Detroit here. Des Moines, Iowa. Gross, I know. But of course, talking about that main event. Swanee versus Yunk. Can Swanee capture that hardcore championship, or will Yunk go 10-0 here in TSW? Big jumping elbow, nice offense. Big slap, big chop, woo! AJ electric offense. Oh, we're gonna hook the fisherman shades of Swain earlier with that perfect plex. Frog splash, second rope. And AJ rolling right now. CJ down the outside. And AJ, you know, certainly has got the momentum. CJ been very hit or miss as of late since losing that title to, I believe it was it Box who defeated AJ, I believe? Was it big time? Might have been big time. Yo, GBTV, welcome in, baby. They're doing fantastic. Oh, big foot DDT there, jarring the left leg, looking to do some damage to the joints, the tendons. Robot strike countered. No, right in the ring steps. Count of 5. AJ can retain on a count out. He's out here to prove he's a fighting champion, similar to, you know, your cruiserweight champ here, but AJ looks very happy to take his win over CJ and get out of here. He's just gonna throw CJ across ringside at 8. I respect it, man. Count of 9. And count of 9, and CJ to the outside. CJ to the outside. Have the 9 count. Have the win. Said, I'll earn it. No controversy. No controversy. I'll earn this thing. I respect it. Might we regret it? We're gonna find out. Top rope springboard, oh boy. Big knee, oh God. Hubris is the downfall of many great man, great champion alike. In the corner, tying up that left leg. Big kick to the left leg now. Stiff strike, second strike, third strike. CJ to the face now of AJ. Again, 5 straight strikes. Oh, big knee. And man, count of 9 had the easy count out and just said nope. And since then, it has been CJ sauce. 100%. Oh, spoke too soon. Roll through, kick up, and kick by AJ. Electric offense as always. Only man in history to hold the Universal title 2 different times. CJ, AJ battling out here. Big neck breaker. Count of 3, of course, CJ's gonna get AJ back in the ring if he's looking to win the title here tonight. Count out does you absolutely no good. Nice job breaking the grapple there by AJ. CJ rolls through, rolls away. Count of 6, CJ back in the ring here. It's a title match. Count out, don't get you nothing, bud. And there we go, AJ back in the ring. Charles trying to call him back through. Oh, looking for a big chop there, but rolling avoidance of that. Nice dodge by AJ. Turnbuckle bang. The cover, outside leg hooked. Kick out at 1 though. AJ not willing to lose this title to CJ twice in a calendar year, and I don't blame him one bit. Back suplex. CJ's rolling right now. CJ calls AJ back to his feet, and it's going to be it. Could AJ fall to CJ 2 different times for the very same title? Off the ropes, rolling neck breaker, snap down. The cover. Kick out at 2 by AJ. Staying alive once again. Roll up. A win's a win, says AJ. Oh, kicked out at 2 by CJ. Grapple again, center of the ring, looking for a springboard, maybe countered there by CJ, countered back by AJ. Back elbows, breaks the hold of the challenger. Running drop kick. AJ, of course, looking for that Jedi mind trick. The float over stunner, and this could be bad news for CJ. Grab, pull to the corner, face first off that turnbuckle. AJ slice spread, nice move, hooks the legs, and CJ's down. And CJ kicks out again. Universal title on the line, open challenge. AJ sizing up CJ out the corner, sliding, open Enziguri again. Electric offense by the champion. Down to ringside is CJ staggered, barely out on his feet here. Oh, nice drop kick, backflip too. Picture perfect form by the champion for a reason. Almost back in the ring. Bad angle on the Irish whip. Face first, side of the ring. Slams that arm down. And a lot of outside the ring battling here for a count out match. CJ back in the ring, maybe looking to break the count. Calling AJ back to his feet. CJ maybe got something in mind here. Oh, Tope! Taking flight, Tope Cornhio. And AJ's in trouble right now, guys. AJ's in certified trouble. But again, a count out be damned. A count out, do what you gotta do. All right, AJ's a fighting champ right now, guys. You gotta respect that, you gotta respect that. He could have just taken a week off, maybe 2, seen how King of the Ring shaked out his head, and he goes, no, you know what? I'm a fight, baby. But talk about going toe-to-toe with a long-time rival. I don't think AJ was prepared for CJ to answer that. I'm gonna level with you here. Whip to the corner, maybe looking for that Broward County driver. No, big back elbow countered there by AJ. Back suplex, lands on his feet. CJ stiff strike to AJ. Countered again, though. Counter for counter. Off the ropes, rebound to Gary. Big kick to the head. CJ's down, AJ's up. What is he thinking here? Into the corner, face first. Big impact. AJ scoop slam, planting CJ. Top rope, goes the champ, maybe looking for the eclipse. The top rope, Jedi mind trick. AJ, bang! Eclipse hits. And as the sun looks to set here on CJ's opportunity, a new day rises. Ooh. We have never seen anyone kick out of the Eclipse in TSW, and CJ's on a big counter. Knee to the skull. Oh, and CJ looking for a springboard, but AJ counters. Trip up with a back kick. And after the Eclipse, is that going to be enough? And again stays alive. And CJ not willing to say goodnight. Big spinning back. Oh, his line. Inside out. An absolute torque behind that clothesline for the finish. My Lanta, that was nasty. My Lanta, that was nasty. And man, on a couple occasions, I thought CJ had that thing. What a showing, though. And AJ showing why he's one of the fan favorites in TSW. Again, might have flirted with the dark side, but at the end of the day, a Jedi. knows no bounds in TSW, folks. And I'm gonna say, depending on what shakes out with Raw's contendership next week, looks like we gotta find someone for AJ as well. You know, I do like open challenges, as everybody, but let's find some challenges for these guys. So next week we're gonna have a pair of huge qualifiers. See how that goes. Crazy match there. Offline. Underlook fan. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I'm terrible reading names. Yeah, DT. I thought he might have cost himself with a little bit too much casual vibe at the finish there. I think a swifter cover could add it, but man, you know, kicks out the Eclipse, kicks out of the multi-move, but then that nasty inside-out clothesline, that's going to be all she wrote for one CJ Sauce. The Sauce boss has fallen here in TSW.
Here is your winner, and still Dragon Universal
Great win there.
Champion, Night Sky.
And Night Sky, once again, the nice guy takes down CJ Sauce. And will take that belt back to the Netherlands yet again. Safe travel home, sir, as AJ is still your Universal Champion. Don't apologize for it. It's German. Oh, that's fun. I'm down in Tampa, Florida, baby. I'll do a little reset between the matches here, as we like to do. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful showing there by AJ. So next week, we already know we're going to have some more King of the Ring. We're also going to have to find some true contenders. As I mean, you know, AJ line him up, knock him back. Raw Dog the same way. So next week's going to be a big week for contenders here in TSW. I appreciate that. Coming with that hot follow. Welcome in full time, baby. I appreciate you. And we talked about King of the Ring. We talked about some big qualifiers. We have two monumentally huge qualifiers left. We have, of course, our semi-main event of Vibe versus Clap. But I'd argue, some would say that this matchup is even bigger. What could be bigger than that? We're about to find out, folks. Let's go check it out. Oh, well, I trimmed that bad. That's fine. I thought we had that so I could just click on, and I did not. Good matchup, though, baby. I'm gonna run out. We'll be right back. Let's get it. Let's get some bets, too, because you guys probably seen that. Let's get it. Let's get it, baby. Come on, come on, come on. Talk about a fucking matchup, oh, and talk about the early frontrunner for Manager of the Year, as Landmark looks to qualify and move to the quarterfinals of King of the Ring. He's got backup tonight, baby.
The following contest is an Extreme Rules match. Making his way to the ring, representing the Alliance from Cobb County, Georgia, weighing in at 369 pounds, one half of the World Tag Team Champions, the Enforcer.
And how about this intimidation factor more than anything, guys? Reigning tag champions, I'm pretty sure we are right at the precipice of the longest run in tag history. And worth noting, too, despite Finn losing last week, says, no, I'm here for my boy. The Founding Fathers, truly one of the tightest knit groups here in TSW. With this matchup, it's bigger than friends and family. This matchup, blood boiling rivalry returns.
And his opponent from Wichita, Kansas, weighing in at 285 pounds, Brandon.
And how about that for a first round matchup? second to last of the first round of King of the Ring. Who moves on to the quarterfinals? Will it be Landmark? Will it be Brandon 2K? Two men who have battled each other time and time again. The feud of the year, the match of the year, all up in the air. To me, both were these two in the squared circle. Predictions are live for a huge first round matchup. Worth noting, Finn did lose that first round matchup. Will Landmark pick up the pace for the Founding Fathers? Guys, we're going to find out in just a few short moments. By the way, mentioned it before, regardless of who's in King of the Ring, those tag titles will be defended at the pay-per-view. Landmark could be pulling double duty, certainly. Or will Brandon 2K get another win over Landmark? I do believe Brandon 2K is 2-1 a lifetime over Landmark. Let's see how this thing shakes out tonight. Burn the ships down. All right, let's get it, baby. What a first round matchup here, guys. Landmark versus Brandon 2K. Let's get it on. Come on, baby. Big strike. Both these competitors pound for pound match up really well. Of course, we've seen them in last year's game, first time this year. Oh, the power of Landmark, but Brandon knows Landmark so well, able to duck that up. Shaking off the offense, staring down the former BMI champion. Shot to the gut. Of course, Brandon certainly in the rankings for most improved. Would win most hyped match in blue. Blue getting involved early on. Oh, and he's goozled. He's got him by the neck. Looking to choke Brandon out as Landmark. This could be it. We just started. But how about the X Factor? Oh, his first choke slam. Oh my God. Oh my God, he's back again. And how about Blue making the immediate impact in this matchup? Short-lived, surely as Brandon got the momentum back, but the Founding Fathers, Blue, you're my boy, Blue ends up joining this group as the wise sage. And they have been nasty since then. I mean, Finn, tough loss to Mech last week, but I don't think anybody faults you for a loss to Mech. That man is a monster among men. 30 seconds left on predictions. My God, do we have a huge prediction going down? We got 50K on Brandon 2K. We got 22K down on Landmark, and this is absolutely huge. This is a huge, huge bet, ladies and gentlemen. First round matchup of King of the Ring. I think Landmark was just winding up for a low blow. That might have been a DQ. Landmark playing fast and loose with the rules here tonight, as he often does. Rubbing the face against the canvas there, big back elbow there. Yo, we got Blue. My boy, Blue, what up, baby? Assume LBJ's the one dropping mad points against Landmark? Yeah, probably. There's that way to keep me warm at night. Oh, yeah, they do, Mac. I cannot wait to see how this first round shakes out. I'm going to say right now, there's a chance Mech might face the winner of this match, because, you know, I like my big meaty men. You know what I'm saying? I like my big meaty men swapping me, you know what I'm saying? We might jest. We might jest. If not, whoever wins this probably is facing Ched. Whoever wins this is either going to be Ched or it's going to be Mech, I think. Again, I'm just spitballing. I have not looked at the bracket where we're at. I do know, though, it's definitely Sony Tony. Because either Tony Prod or Sony Tony, I was like, that's our matchup. Perfect. Once he beat Cash, I was like, perfect. Look at that big suplex countered. Chop block now taking the base out the big man. Then Blue get on the apron. Oh, and Blue's getting the turnbuckle uncovered. Monster powerbomb by Landmark there. And of course, Brandon was formerly aligned alongside Dargan in what has now become the Dargantics family, but since then, he has been firmly on the other side. Wheelbarrow facebuster, big offense there by Landmark, overpowering who's also a large daddy on Brandon 2K. And this is Extreme Rules, no DQ, and we got a table involved early on. I don't think we've seen it. We've seen many tables pulled out, not used tonight. I thought Brandon was going after Finn. Said, fucking take your eye off the ball, would you? Would you, could you? Nice strikes there by Brandon 2K. Rebound off the ropes. Watch out, table right below him. Countered. Oh, nice gut wrench suplex. Tight offense there by Landmark. Cover on Brando. Kick out at one, though. Kick out immediately. So everyone's in COD. Yeah, absolutely love this so much. I'm definitely buying that, and we will check out that event. Don't know when, but we will. Most certainly. I don't know. I think I did too much for dance last week. You know? Like, too much of a good thing becomes a bad thing, and I'm like, I have no interest in playing that game right now. Oh, we're going to trade blows here. A classic feud renewed. King of the Ring tournament. Trading blows. Oh, Landmark missing a right fist there. I don't think I've ever seen that. An accident. Oh, God. Looking to hit that turnbuckle. Exposed, but Brandon. Nice back elbows countering. Oh, Vibey boy. Vibe's ready for this next matchup, of course. Last King of the Ring qualifier will be our next matchup. Well, we keep saying qualifier. It's really the first round, quote unquote. Depending on how you call the first round or the quarterfinals. Depends on how you look at it, right? But of course, we will see Vibe and Clap. Very short time, but right now, Landmark looking to break some glass off and the ass off. Broken glass everywhere. Oh no. Oh, and a big ladder. Oh, he's gonna bridge the ladder. That is a big daddy-o with a big ladder, folks. Brandon gonna set up the table inside the ring. Maybe some intentions for the future here. And we're getting weird. Oh, with Blue.
Landmark 2.
Bounty in the housey. Absolute multiple pair of U's here. The U, a second U, easily a pair of U's. I appreciate y'all. Too sweet. 117. Far too kind, Landmark. Far too kind. Far too kind. We're out of time. Excellent. As a man once told me, damn, that guy's sexy. Ooh, I did it. I wouldn't quit it. What up, Rowdy, baby? Nice counter again by Brando. Big clothesline. And will we see the Founding Fathers clean swept out of the King of the Ring tournament here? Big knee. And you know, Finn did get dropped by Mech last week. Could very well see Brandon has been kind of floundering since Mania. Could certainly be a good way to get him re-energized here in TSW. And I tell you what, if Brandon versus Raw, the promos alone would be electric. He will talk all the shit. Oh, and Landmark around the world and back again. Maybe looking to put him down. Picks him up. Oh, back first, exposed turnbuckle. Landmark over the top, down to ringside. And he's going to pose there with Finn and Blue. And talk about intimidation. Talk about being a cocky bastard. Oh, God. Oh, no. Brandon, go. Scoop. World's strongest slam through the table. The deep six. Oh, and he kicks out. And Landmark stays alive. But Brando not done. Brando looking for the final prayer. Countered. Landmark. Choke bomb. Choke bomb. Landmark back to life like a defibrillator on the ambulance, baby. A serving hard time. Yeah, that's worth noting too, Finn. We glossed over that. Of course, last week, Mech defeats Finn. I'm not going to say fair and square. I think Finn, the slingshot spear, the corner spear, 2 straight spears, Chuck goes to the cover. 1. What was up with that? I have some questions that I don't have answers to. That's a great point, Finn. What the hell was that about? Steel chair swinging. Landmark takes down Brand. I do believe pinfall inside the ring. Oh my God! Oh! Snatch! Spinebuster! And Landmark's dominating right now. Showing why he is one of the best. Why maybe he should have been Wrestler of the Year in 2K24. That might be it. Okay, I was genuinely kidding when I said that might be it. That snatch spinebuster was absolute hell. Absolute hell. See that thing again. That thing was nutty. Great showing though in Landmark. In bra and well is the answer. In jarring fashion. Kind of the theme of the night. A match where I feel like Brandon might have had the upper hand through a bit of that. I always hate the first TSW after a patch update. I'm just gonna level with you guys. I'm gonna level with you. That felt a little abrupt, and I feel like Brandon dominated. But I feel like half the matches tonight have had that exact reaction. I feel like this person dominated. But great win for Landmark nonetheless, and I mean, bit of a shocker. It certainly clogs up the tag titles a little bit. I'm gonna level with you. But let's see how things go. God, that's nasty. That is new in the repertoire as a signature move. Of course, Landmark loves himself some spine buster. Shout out Arn Anderson, AA. And of course, as they do, they celebrate together. They enter together. They celebrate together. This is one of the purest teams I think we've ever and might ever see in TSW. Intimidating as ever. But it looks like Landmark will move on in King of the Ring. He will indeed move on. But how about Finn? Finn getting screwed. Finn getting screwed out of this thing. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. You hate to see it there, but big win nonetheless for at least half of Founding Fathers. And I do believe this is the team. Other teams you might try to project, well, is Finn jealous? I don't think so. I think these two, they roll together, they ride together, they die together. They are bad boys for life. Best of luck, Founding Fathers. But we've got to find out the 8th and final man to go into the quarterfinals of the King of the Ring tournament, guys. And we know the matchup. We know the feud. We know the phrase. Wall Street. It's Vibe. It's Clap. And it's no Wall Street fight. I didn't want any drama. No interferences. So yeah, you're gonna Wall Street fight. But it's gonna be inside hell. In a cell. Oh yeah, we like that. Let's go full cam for a minute so I can get some on chat. I feel like I missed a couple pertinent messages before we get to one of two main events tonight. One of two. We're gonna give us a drop in the ocean to draw the points for now. Oh, I like that. Yeah, LB says I'll just sprinkle those things. What else am I gonna do? Jay's not doing a 24. What am I saving for? Whenever goes the match, you're gonna lose LeBron today? Yes. I don't know what I need to do to fix that. But yeah, we gotta fix that. When screwed up, Chuck just caught a glimpse of Mech's beautiful bear brain and froze up. Honestly, that might be the issue. That genuinely might be the issue. Let's get it, baby. Let's get it, baby. Yeah, I like when I actually time that up proper. Asshole. This is hell. And here he is, baby. Oh. Clap's got some facial hair going today. I like it. Of course, the Outlaw. Now the Savior, you know, he calls himself the Jesus Christ, the Cruiserweights, and he's looking to show. He's growing like, got a little scruff coming in. I like the look here, Clap, baby. But of course, Clap, former two-time Cruiserweight champion, looking to qualify for the King of the Ring tournament against a former friend turned bitter. And I mean bitter enemies here. As we're gonna see Clap versus Vibe. Hell in a Cell, winner moves on King of the Ring, the loser. I do fear for at the moment in TSW. Yo, Sinful Nation, yeah, you can shout it. Yeah, so we take the community, we book our own shows. It is so much fun. A little biased, but I recommend it. I recommend it, baby. Appreciate you for coming through, baby. TSW2, sweet. Wrestling indeed. Indeed. Let's get it, baby. Let's get it. Oh, I'm excited for this. I'm so excited for this. Wall Street really sunk his teeth in. These
225 pounds.
and here he is, man. I respect it. I respected Vibe. You know, say what you will. When opportunity arises, you gotta snatch opportunity. And Vibe has fully embraced He's got a damn, a golden, is that a golden laced scarf? Are those rings? They got to him. I respect it, they got to him. We're looking at two different men than we saw a week ago, 2, 3, 4, a month ago even. Whole new world. A brand new, fantastic point of view for both these competitors. And Vibe a little more methodical than we typically see him. Of course, really embracing the Wall Street vibe here tonight. Pun little intended. Yo, Sinful Nation with that follow. I appreciate you, brother. Welcome in. I think Vibe just threw money into the crowd. That is a whole level of cockiness I've ever seen. Drop the money from the ceiling. We'll do that. And then he's just thrown it too. Look at you go. I respect it though. I respect it. You get it. And you get it. You get money. And you get money. That's Wall Street, baby. That's Wall Street in a nutshell. Well, guys, can't say that either side's the one to root for in this one, because both these guys had a speckered history. Speckered, checkered, as you may call it, but let's get on. Come on, baby. One fall, Hell in a Cell. As always, there's a chance JG made it 2 out of 3 falls and didn't remember. Definitely possible. Not ruling it out. I believe it's 1, though. I believe it's 1. Yo, what up, Johnny Clap? The Clap Daddy. Of course, you saw Clap during his entrance. Kind of let things go a little bit. Typically clean shaven with a stash. I see like a beard coming in. A little more disheveled. I think the hair is getting longer here. This is a different Clap. Certainly a different vibe. But one thing is the same. Both these men want some gold in TSW. Both these men believe they are the best of the best. And I'm hearing a spattering of cheers for Clap tonight, which I think we're all a little surprised by, certainly. You know, I think it's, you know, do we boo Wall Street? Do we boo the guy who what? I don't know. I have some questions, but certainly the Judas to the Jesus of Clap. Big crossbody kick out at 1 here. And how about this opportunity? We could see the king of Wall Street, or we could see the king of the cruise, you know? I don't know what else to say here. He's Jesus. He's king of the cruise, right? That's what he does. Big cross body again by Clap, and Clap rolling a bit. Yeah, you can see the beard coming in. You know, when we talk about being stabbed in the back by his own brother, his Judas, and Vibe, of course, Sapson's back with Chef. Things have really fallen apart in the last couple months here for Clap Dad. A little disheveled. But I think there's an inner light guiding him, which is the only saving grace in this matchup, because Vibe has been nasty as of late. Back-to-back week, knocking out Clap backstage in dastardly fashion. The bull arm, a big factor. Right. Call that the Wall Street crash. The market has crashed. It's nasty out here. Another cross body by Clap. Looking to throw every ounce of his weight, and Clap is the smaller competitor. Vibe is definitely the bigger man in this contest. I think we all know that much. But Clap has flown around with the best of them. One of the greatest cruiserweights we've ever seen. Also tends to be a bit of a roll-up merchant, so watch out for that one. Got Vibe underneath the ring. Oh, he's got a damn table. And Chekhov's table has been introduced. Of course, Brando using one against Landmark. A little more biblical, baby. I like that. Did anyone take me for the gifted leader last month? No, big time. You got a wheel spin. You and Tony do. We're gonna do this tomorrow if that's all right. Because of course we're doing TSW, baby. But yeah, you got the win, baby. Love to see it. Big time 15 gifted, smashing the leaderboard. Oh, and Vibe off the side of the cage. And as always, we want one thing. We want to see these motherfuckers climb to the roof and fall down to earth below. Owen face first off the ring post here. Clap stalking, but Vibe back in the ring. Maybe trying to get away from Clap. Maybe drawing him in as a trap, but no, Vibe able to get upper hand once again. Yeah, holy cross bodies, bro. So many cross bodies. Yo, Johnny F and Clash. Well, what up, Clash, baby? The Clash, the Clap. I like it. A lot of Johnnies in the house. You shall be punished for your sins against the Cruiserweights, Vibe. We're gonna find out. If there's one thing we know about Wall Street, is they're not forgiving and sometimes not helpful either. Nice shoulder breaker there. Vibe is locked in. Big boot avoids, though. Knee lift, of course. Vibe was looking at that shake, rattle, and roll. Yeah, kind of the classic Vibe energy there, shining through a darker persona. Vibe Johnny by the back of the neck here. Again, I don't get why this side of the cage isn't opaque. Why can't we see through it? Chop block! And Clap, every once in a while, will dive back into his original tactics. Preaches pureness and forgiveness, but every once in a while, he'll fight dirty. Oh, big back suplex again. So many Johnnies. So many. Big forearm, big back elbow. Throws him away now, and Vibe is rolling right now. Clap had some offense early on. Vibe's got the upper hand, which of course can only mean one thing for how this is going to play out. Oh, spoke too soon. Nice job reversing there by Clap. Clap's got that leg. Of course, Clap looking for the... what's normally the Whiskey Dick Driver. Maybe shades a Ronnie James Dio with a holy diver of a holy driver. The super duper kick, of course, looking to walk on water in this Hell in a Cell matchup. Float over, crucifix! Crucifix! And Vibe down to the outside. That crucifix with a big impact on that table, guys. And how fitting the holy cross bodies, the crucifix. And Clap really embracing. And Vibe says, oh Lord, I'm glad you're recognizing. I'm glad you're recognizing. Clap appears to have some kind of higher calling. And while it's 429, we're not talking that kind of higher calling. Big super kick. Shades of Clap and Vibe pulling out all the stops here. European uppercut counter, staggering the challenge. I wouldn't say challenge. Neither of these fuckers are champion. What the fuck you talking about, Jay? Oh yeah, so the good news, I'm seeing them talk about channel points. We're gonna have a cheaper option about halfway through the year. The problem is, you got 70, 80 people. You wanna make sure to reward guys so, in and out, but we also wanna make sure that new guys get a chance to participate as well. I know 100K does sound daunting, but we do typically stream a decent amount, and I do say a tier 3 will get you there much quicker. But we will have a 75K, a 50K, and possibly even cheaper options as the year go forward. So make sure you keep an eye on all the goodness. Keep that lurk activated, baby. Going back to the side of the page! And business might have just picked up! Descend! Descend into the heavens, Clap! Descend! Ascend! Ascend into the... And Vibe will join him. And it looks like we have a battle on the roof, folks. Clap, hyped up. Vibe's gonna answer. Back elbow. Yeah, to make him descend to the mat at this rate. Okay. I'll say if the scaffolding's the way, I will manual cam. Big drop kick. When Charles Robinson's up on the roof, guys, and that's typically a bad sign for whoever's up there with him. Kicked off. Vibe in control. Countered. Claps got him. Claps. Belly to belly. Oh, through the roof. Through the roof. The cover. Where's Charles? Where's Charles? How did you count that? Where did Charles go? Oh, Jesus. Yo, where did Chuck come from? Did he just crack both ankles and his knees? Did he just Bronson Reed that? Did he just go Adam Copeland? Sorry, Vibe's got Clap and Clap's fucked. Oh no. And despite putting him through the roof, Vibe, shake, roll, roll, the stock market crash. No! And how? How did Clap get out of that? That was 2 3/4, 5 6 7 8, 9 tenths. 9 tenths. You know what they say? Possession's 9-10. Wait, hold on. How the hell? And Clap has somehow risen again. He hath risen again. Vibe against the side of the cage. Clap. Face first goes Vibe again. LeBron, it's an absolute miracle. And we know Clap is a miracle worker. The only man I've ever seen turn water into rogue energy. Code JG603. Super duper kick countered by Vibe. Stiff strike. European uppercut. Staggered backwards. Super kick back to the head. And despite the Wall Street persona, still got those damn cowboy boots, essentially. The biker boots. The biker boots from Mars. Oh, thrown across the steps. Nasty offense here. Gonna pull Clap back to his feet here. Vibe. Super kick countered. Clap big strike. European uppercut. And how about this for a semi-main event? Just what you want from a blood feud, from the Hell in a Cell, the 8th and final first round King of the Ring matchup. Every once in a while I want to do like the Cody title hold instead of the shoulder. So we're gonna try that here. It'd be this. And of course, outside the ring, pinfalls can occur. Immediately puts him back in the ring. Clap. You got a damn trash can. And let him know how you feel. Clap throws a trash can on the back of Vibe's head. Oh, the holy diver, holy driver. Whiskey driver. Cover by Clap. Whoa, no way. What a banger. I wish we had 2 out of 3 on that one. Oh, what a banger. Unbelievable showing, both men leaving it all inside the squared circle here tonight, guys. That is a blood feud at its pinnacle in TSW. From the windows to the walls to the roof, cage to the floor. Unbelievable stuff, but I tell you what, just like some dough, he has risen again. Vibe. Wall Street be damned. Gotta assume the backing will likely remain. But I tell you, Wall Street might be a curse. You think it's a blessing? It might be a damn curse right now. Though the stock market crash there, I thought the shake, rattle, roll might have been it, but look at this. Charles is right there. That's unreal. That might be one of the quickest or the closest kickouts we've ever seen in TSW history. And I'm not using hyperbole here.
The Outlaw, Johnny!
And like that, Clap, literally beaten, bloodied, battered, has come out on the other side a better man. But moving on to the quarterfinals of the King of the Ring tournament as well. I'm just gonna say, there's one person who's also in King of the Ring that I think almost certainly will be facing Clap next week. And I'll let you guys assume who that's gonna be. Oh man. Oh god, I need to see that. I need to see that matchup again. You know what I'm talking about. You already know what I'm talking about. You already know, baby. Next week, we gotta do Clap versus LB. We've got to. We've got to. We've got to do it. We've got to do it. We have to. It's not an option. It's not an option. It's not a choice. It's not a choice. Although I will be honest, LB versus Landmark was also very appealing. But I need to see LB face Clap for eternity. And I will never say no to that. Never. Yeah, Judas is crazy comms. Hell comms. Yo, no, I didn't know, baby. All right, guys, we're gonna kill music for a second here. Let me You don't know where it's from though? But we have something. You can't track the source? All right. All right, guys, we got something to check out here. I'm gonna pull my face down too. I'll leave it. Holy shit.
Understand one thing. I did this for a reason. I took Albrecht because I wanted you to know I was in control. I made you lose your title because I wanted you to know I'm in control. I put cameras in your house because I want you to know I'm in control. I'm fucking with you because I'm in control. Notice the pattern here? Bitch. You're so self-absorbed. All you give a shit about is boxy, boxy, boxy. But understand, it's not about you. It's about the bigger picture for TSW. And you're not it. So, you can run around and blame everybody but you. But understand, you're in this position solely because of you.
Well, I guess we got some answers. Arguably even more questions. He says Boxy brought it on himself. We talk about Boxy maybe selfish, maybe. I don't know, man. That's a lot to unpack here. That is a lot to unpack. Let's bring that back slightly here for a second. We got more questions and answers again this week, guys. It's clear someone's targeting Boxy. We don't know who. I mean, we certainly might have an idea or so, you know. Maybe maybe we can't clear certain names. That felt very poignant. That felt personal. Well, guys, we got a main event to get to. As always, backstage at TSW is a fucking disaster, and there's no two ways about it, guys. Wow. I'm worried. Y'all should be worried, but we got a main event. Let's enjoy this main event. Let's have some fun with it, guys. Let's get this thing started. All right, clap one. Yep. All right, main event time, boys. Let's clean it up. Let's clean it up here. Positive vibes. Fuck is that dude? We'll do 5 minutes. 5 minutes on this bet. Yeah, dude, interesting is like the least. I got nothing on that. I got nothing from that. The mask, the nothing. Absolutely nothing. But you know what we do have? We got our main event, guys. Of course, Swanee finally putting an end to the Cuckadoodle Dudes, finally getting a marquee win over DJ. And tonight, we are in Des Moines, Iowa, stomping grounds of Swanee. But first, we've got a Tony.
For 58 months. I hate it here.
Well, I love you here, Tony. Y'all, let's y'all too. Sweet 58 months of the goddamn row. I appreciate you, sir. Of course, bit of a spoiler. Tony, big King of the Ring win earlier tonight. No King of the Ring here. Instead, we've got the Hardcore Championship. Swanee standing between Yunk and the precipice of greatness, looking to get an undefeated streak of double digits in TSW. Des Moines, Iowa. The heel turn, the momentum beating DJ, everything falling into place for one Swanee here tonight. Is tonight the night it all comes crashing down and it hurts inside? Guys, we're about to find out. We are about to find out. Who are the Elite Eight for the King of the Ring? That is a great question here. It is official. It is going to be Landmark, Tony, LBJ. Sorry, I'm going through them one by one. Stony, Clap. I got to get my notes up. LeBron, Tony, Mac. I had to do that real slow. My brain can't handle the numbers. The Tony title will never die. I did say Tony twice, so I missed somebody. I missed somebody. We should have 8 though. No, you heard Stony. Stony Tony. You probably heard Stony Tony. Stony, Tony. I'll count them after, damn it. It's the main event. Undefeated Yunk. Absolute brick shithouse here in TSW. Ched's the other one. Yeah, Ched's the other one. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, Ched beat, who did Ched? Ched beat Craigie. Ched beat Craigie last week. My brain went, Star Tours. Galaxy, Cosmic Rewind. No, Jay. That's a bad man. He's UFC card in Des Moines this weekend? Oh, look at us go. What timing? I didn't even know. All right, guys, let's get it all. No, come on. We got Yunk and Swanee. This is an insane matchup here.
From Des Moines, Iowa, weighing in at 100.
He's actually in cheered. I mean, I know it's Des Moines. No, there's the booze. Hometown or not, they're upset that he did DJ dirty. The people love DJ. DJ's on the shelf from what we gather after a vicious underground match.
European Hardcore Champion, the King.
Yes, LeBron. LeBron, Stony, Tony, Ched, Landmark, Johnny, LBJ, Meckel. Bang. That's the field. I know we're doing Stony Tony. I'm not sure the other ones. I'll level with you. I have to sit on that. I had a matchup I was thinking beforehand, but now Landmark winning throws the monkey wrench. I'll tell you that. That's that simple. I was gonna do one. I don't know what to do now. All right, let's get it on. Come on, baby. Hardcore title on the line. This is a classic. Extreme Rules. One fall. Falls. Oh my God! He takes down Yunk early. Huge knee strike. Oh, Swanee! Oh, God, neck breaker. Swanee's a cruiserweight. Yunk's like 303 pounds here, guys. Oh, yeah, okay, Yunk able to counter quick. 12K to 13K. I just saw the odds shift after that opening move. Swanee somehow to break the hold of Yunk, trips him up here. Of course, Swanee, 2-time cruiserweight champion. Former tag champion alongside the Company Little Dudes, DJ. Yunk gonna power Swanee up top rope, stiff strike, countered back by Swanee. Drag him across ring. Yunk using that power though, breaking the grapple. And that's what we're gonna end 12-4 to 13K. Really good odds down on this matchup here. I do think this is a tough one here. It's a tough one here. Back elbows by Swanee there. Swanee's been a new man as of late. And all good things must come to an end in TSW, despite how hard it might hurt. Big knee. And how about a reset of a character then stopping the undefeated monster? That's Young. Kick out at 1, though. King Brun has a ring to it. You ain't wrong there. Does the LeBron. I really like, I mean, it's always a good field, but I really like this group of 8. I think we could really buy any of those as the king, which, like, it's usually the case when we have multi-man, but like I really think all 8 of those guys would be fantastic choices. So we're in a good spot. I'm very pleased. There are some favorites there for me, but see how it shakes out. Trash can there. Thought that was Sam Darnold at first, but no, he's now over in Seattle. Oh, Swanee, brother. You just ass dove into the floor. What are you doing, brother? Oh. Looking to rechannel his inner scorpion, so to speak. STO takedown. And that's a group where, by the way, Swanee kept beating down DJ. I think DJ wants to be friends still, so we're going to see how that shakes out in the future here. But small package. Kick out at 1. You got it none, really. Yeah, it's 2025. Give it the time, bro. Oh, God, the right arm snap backwards. Oh, what a yunk. Big splash. Hey, LeBron facing Anthony Edwards in the King of the Ring tournament. I want to see that fight. I need to. Mac, if it's not that, it might be you. I won't quit. Big elbow to the back of the head there. By the way, appreciate everybody coming through for another electric episode of TSW. It's been a long week. I'll be honest, I didn't think I'd have a good day. I think I had a good day. We'll take that. The first match, a little spotty, but I think we greased properly. Pick out a nun again. Yunk is an absolute powerhouse here. Of course, the only man in TSW history to really have a build around his streak. Rocks I did a little bit, but I like what I've seen out of Big Yunk here. Big elbow across the knee here, and now Yunk's starting to roll. Oh, God, spikes the trash can on him. That is nasty. Thought it was Russell Wilson at first. Oh, look at her running neck breaker, but Swanee able to get out the way. Elbow to the spine, Irish whip to the corner now. Stiff strike again. Swanee sizing him up, runs back. Big clothesline. Liking the offense here by Swanee. And again, this is a classic cruiserweight, super heavyweight matchup. David versus Goliath here. In Des Moines, is this the opportunity for Swanee to truly reset here in TSW as a single star? Face first, turnbuckle. Oh, and Yunk is a bloodied mess right now, guys. Yunk has busted open something fierce, blood into the eyes. This could really hamper his ability in this matchup. And Yunk is stunned right now. Swanee taking his time, second rope. Axe handle to the back. I hate the axe handle so much. Awful. It's so bad. It's so painful every time I watch it. And man, Swanee's on a roll right now, calling Yunk up to his feet. Trash can. Yunk face first. Oh, God! Yunk snapping back. Blood continues to pour down the head. Crimson mask here for Yunk, and Swanee just holding the trash can. He's feeling confident, guys. A second time. Yunk counters. Oh, and Swanee eats the trash can instead. That might have been Yunk's chance to turn around this matchup. Side mount, big punch, looking to bust him open just like he was. Gonna pull him up by his head. Damn. Oh, looking to crush here. Bad time to be Swanee. Oh, and Yunk misses the offense, and Swanee pounds. A rare misstep from Yunk here. Looking for that big smash, but Swanee counters me, looking for that top rope swan dive. Off the rope, rebound, big fist. And Swanee's hyped up, guys. Swanee's feeling it. Woo, big chop, kick to the gut. Neck breaker. Oh, face first, twists him down right on the trash can. Oh my God. Trash can doing tricks on that thing. Woo! Boo! Yeah! Boo! Although we are in Des Moines, the Des Moines faithful do enjoy themselves some corn the long way. Chop for chop. Woo! Blow for blow. Woo! Overhand shots. And how about these two? Trading blows with the best of them right now. Swanee going toe-to-toe with hardcore champion. 9-0. Super heavyweight. And they're in a hockey fight about it. Throwing fists. Main event of TSW. Yunk. Crushes the can. Crushes the trash can. No, kicked out. Absolutely flattening the trash can. Yet Swanee and he's got the damn lid for good measure. Watch out! Oh! And when Yunk gets rolling, he is dangerous to stop. Swanee just drags himself to the corner. Young had a sting. Oh, God. Hip attack. Young with a Pittsburgh bulldozer. Face first, cover turnbuckle, top, bad place for Swanee here. What is Young thinking here? Young, oh God, superplex! Oh, thought for a second it might break the ring, and Swanee's up! How the hell is Swanee up? And Swanee pops up off a superplex back to his feet. Table in the ring now. Oh, Young all over it though. Stiff strike. Table in his possession. Oh, and countered by Swanee. Oh God, Swanee. Look at that lung blower. Oh, Swanee. Lost it anywhere. Oh, Young stays alive. Young stays alive. The powerbomb backbreaker. Oh, now the cloverleaf. Submission on Young. Oh, my God. Power's right out. Yeah, TSW luck in Mutt. Confirmed. Cut. MLB. All of it. Confirmed. Open packs mid TSW. This is awesome. And how about a main event, ladies and by the way, okay, no, Swanee is busted up. It says Young's bleeding while he's doing the moves. That's not good. There's blood all over this ring, the ringside area, guys. This is nasty right now. Kicked off. Swanee just outside residency, Des Moines, Iowa. Swanee around the ring, back inside. Young's got that damn trash can lift. Young hit by Swanee. Big back suplex. Oh, and Young rolls out down to ringside. And my God, the blood is now on the chest of Young, pouring down the chest, the front. The champion's in trouble, guys. The loss of blood is a major issue in these type of matchups, guys. And Young might be on his last legs. Swanee is holding tight in this matchup, but Young is in bad shape. Young still able to overpower Swanee, but man, you can see a staggered stride at the moment for the champion. Legs not quite fully underneath. Sea legs, so to speak. Again, look at snap the left arm. Don't care who wins, we're not doing a snap arm breaker or fucking finish. It's not Penta. Fuck off. This game's been a little frustrating today. I've been good. I've been relaxed about, but I'm. Crusty here. Trash can, lid in hand. Young stalks his prey. How fitting. Steel City. Steel trash can. Oh my God. Oh my God. No. Oh, Young flips it. By the skin of Young's teeth. So, if Chuck was outside the ring, we have a new champion right now. If Chuck is on the outside to count that, I think Swanee is celebrating Des Moines tonight. But instead, I thought Swanee crushed that. Young's ass crushed the trash can. Young's ass crushed the trash can, not Swanee's face. What a match, what a showing. I'll be honest. Swanee looked really good there, man. I can't give him an immediate. A win's a win. I think Swanee just earned a lot of respect, not only in the locker room, in the chat, the TSW universe. A little impressed by what he's seen from Swanee tonight. An animal instinct shown by Swanee here. And how about this? 1, 2, nearly. If Chuck's on the outside, I think we have a new champion, guys. But guess what? He wasn't, and instead, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. He does it. Cheers to you, young sir. You, sir, are impressive. What a showing. What a showing from Yunk, from Swanee. But guys, that's all we got for you here. Let's send it back full screen and set the table for next week. What a showing. Absolutely incredible. I'll be honest, I played with the idea of something at the end there, but I was like, I want Yunk to breathe his 10. I want Swanee to breathe if he wins it. Great showing there. Great showing. I will say, though, Yunk, mind you, some of that 10-0 was before the title. But now that there's a firm number on it, we got to challenge you. Otherwise, I look like I'm giving you easy wins. Right? So next week, you're at least going to face two people. It is the hardcore title. It's the fighting championship. Got to defend it every show. But we got to give him something a little bit more. Let's really sink your teeth into something next week, because Yunk, you are fucking incredible in that ring, sir, and I can't wait to see you back out there. But next week, we not only have to find out number one contenders for AJ's title, for Raw's title. We've got, I don't know if we're quite there yet. I don't know, but you know, we try to avoid champ scenarios. We do, or at least in singles. I'll give you a tag on a single, double singles, a little dicey, but I like this confidence. Raw says you line him up, I'll knock him back, baby. Well, I tell you what, next week, guys, we're having number contendership for not only the heavyweight championship, the universal championship. We are going to get into the quarterfinals of the King of the Ring. We've already confirmed we're going to see Stoney versus Tony. That's the only one I'm very firm on. The other ones are a toss-up. Keep an eye out on social. We'll have a bracket for you guys, but we are done here on the YouTube side. Make sure you guys comment, subscribe, notify bell, ding, activate all that good stuff, and I'll see you next week for another electric TSW as King of the Ring draws near. Who will be your king? And most importantly, the anonymous one. Who the fuck was that? Guarantee we're gonna start inching towards the answer to that equation very soon. Appreciate you. Bye.